2 cows were sat in a field smoking some pot.
Right.
Yeah, you got it. The stakes were high.
That's actually quite good.
Shout out to Martian Satchel for that one.
I got one. Most people, you've heard of Karl Marx, the sort of godfather of communism, but not a lot of people know about his lesser known sister, Anya. She was an Olympic runner, and she's actually remembered at the start of every race.
Well, I got one then.
Go on.
What's funnier than a dead baby?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Dead baby in a clown suit. I did ask.
Yeah, all right, we let ourselves in for it. Let's go.
Good evening, Internet.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse, the podcast that takes no sides in between Protestants and Catholics, but all you goddamn dirty Catholics can Catholic my bowels.
Oh,
That's
right,
actually it's a
okay.
lyric for a song. I really fucked off that I can't remember what the
Have you
song is.
Googled it? There is a
I
thing
think-
called Google. Are you
I think
looking your
I
atlas?
think it's Bo Burnham. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, and all you goddamn dirty Catholics can Catholic my bowels.
Right. Admin, buy merch.
Just buy something.
Now.
Just do it. Yeah. Okay.
Get on the website, www.indoghousepodcast.uk.
It's fucking cold. Buy a hoodie. Buy a
But,
beanie.
yeah, if we still got them in stock.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, by the time this comes out, it might all be fucking gone. So who knows? But if they're not, get them because there ain't going to be fucking many left by the time this
And
comes
once
out.
they're gone,
They're proper warm as well. They're good. They're not.
they're proper fluffy boys.
They're proper. They're fucking. We pulled no punches on the quality, did we? No, none of this like, oh yeah, skimp on the quality, make as much profit as you can. No.
No.
It's all about repeat purchase, Marlon. It's all about returning customers.
They are comfy boys.
Don't skimp on fucking good quality gear. So
No.
treat yourself.
And decent quality printing as well.
They're very nice. They're going to last forever and ever. I've been running mine through the fucking mill, something fierce, and it's.
Because you are a piece of shit when it comes to clothing.
I will batter things. I'm like the test bed for our
Yeah.
merch. Give me a hat, give me a fucking hoodie or a t-shirt. I'll put it for its fucking paces.
I think he's eating one of the hats.
Fuck.
Patrons, you're fucking incredible.
Yes, literally. We're having a lovely time. We've got these new chairs, got a new deck that we still haven't set up yet because it's real confusing and stuff.
There's loads of numbers on it,
Yeah.
which we don't really. Well, you probably understand more than I do on it. I know how to work the soundboard, mate.
Oh, like I said, it's going to make like I said in the last episode, it's going to make my life a whole lot fucking easier. And I'm really fucking happy. So thank you for that. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join for as little as £1.25 a month. If you want to become a true certified scumbag, it's £6 a month. You get discount off merch. We are working on other stuff as well. I know I've been saying it for a while, but we've been fucking busy with just about everything. And recording like fucking 3 episodes a week so you can go away to America, Marlon.
I would apologise, but I'm not going to. Mentioning that, remember the bar crawl, 11th of February.
Let's go. It's gonna be
Highwayman in Shepton Mallet.
Shepton Mallet, yes.
Holler at your boy if you need some rooms booked. We are thin on the ground there
Yeah,
because I've already nearly booked out 3 hotels.
So yeah, if you want a room, hit us up. We've got a discount going so we can sort you out cheaper rates. No point staying in your fucking car, in the back of your van or in a hedge. We can square it up.
It would be funny if you stayed in the hedge. There would be some footage there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, awesome. Shout out to the patrons. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for supporting this podcast. Right.
One more thing.
Oh,
Remember-
one more thing. What was that from? Was that from the Jackie Chan
Yeah.
thing?
One more thing.
Was it? What was the thing he ate? The food that he ate, and he'd always say it. Oh, come on. Hiya, Jackie.
No, that's Uncle Roger with
no,
Jackie Chan.
No, he would say that. Jackie. And what was it? Oh, mung bean soup. or
Mung
whatever.
bean soup.
That's it. Oh, mate. Fucking, we're children.
Right, where was I going with this?
I don't know. You said, one
yeah.
more thing.
Yeah, right. Remember, Amazon wish list. Get on it. Buy us something or don't buy us something. We really don't care. It's just fucking funny.
Buy Marlon his bin because he continually fills up.
No.
Yes.
Get me my little violin.
No, buy him a bin. Team Reg or Team Marlon, bin or violin? I vote bin.
Violin.
Help me clean the bar up. Fucking studio's a mess. I might route one into the fucking bar. So it's like a little hole. You just drop them down.
You can't because you put a fridge underneath it.
I'll make it work, mate. Fuck it.
Reg, who's on tonight?
So we are joined by the one. He's a cat man.
What an introduction. What's on?
Which one by John Cali? How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, real good, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Real good.
Well, thanks for coming on, mate. Thank
No
you for
problem.
coming on. I don't know really where to start. Where should we start? Should we start with guest questions?
Yeah, let's start with the guest questions.
So, right. What's your go-to drink, Jordan?
It is a drop of the old R. Torres, although because of you two, I'm turning into a proper Ponzi IPA drinker.
Yeah, I mean, we've had this real bad
Sorry.
influence on a lot of people.
Sorry.
I know, it's not a bad thing. It turns out that IPA is fucking brilliant, and I can guts it into me and not have a hangover.
I know it's good. Like if you get a
For
good,
the win.
if you get a good one, like Neckel especially, I can like work that into me all day and I'm fine. But yeah, there are some rough stuff out there that you can like. It's like drinking Wilkie's cider and like, oh, this is real nice, and then
Proper gut rot.
Yeah, but Artois then. Did you ever have Artois 4 when it was about? Remember they
Yes,
did,
I
yeah,
did.
they
And
did-
the Sidra, I think it was as
Cidre.
well. Cidre, yeah.
Do you remember Stella Black as well? That was years ago. It used to come in a really thin, tall glass. They didn't make it for long.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Like the 4% stuff they got at the moment, the unfiltered stuff, that's nice.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah, that stuff's
Got
real.
bits in it, isn't it?
Oh, look, it's not bits. It's not. It hasn't gone for.
It's a bit
I'm
cloudy.
pretty sure it hasn't gone for its final filtration process where they make it like crystal clear. I really like it. It's got a lot more flavour to it. Have you seen it on draft anywhere? I haven't.
I have not yet. No.
Yeah.
What was the black?
No.
I
I was too young to drink it, but I knew that I know it was about because every time looking for eBay at like pumps and shit and glasses, you occasionally see them knocking about, and I'm like, well, fucking hell, yeah.
Like the old Marlboro Black. Do you ever remember them? They were like Marlboro Reds times 10.
Fuck no. I've had Benson's Black before.
You,
Turbo
you smoke
six.
one of them, you're like, oh, don't need the over fucking 19. Hey, honest, they were fucking strong. I don't think they were out for long, but yeah, I remember them.
Because all the people that smoke them are dead.
Yeah.
I've had Benson's Black in Prague before. They are the worst thing. They're just, I don't know, they're like Benson's Gold, but just tastes fucking horrible. And then just like turbo nicotine and tar.
get on.
Literally, you could fucking, you could run a fucking cold, what is it called, a steam train off of what you cough up in the morning. It's fucking horrendous.
Get the old traction engine fired up on them.
Yeah.
Right, George. Favorite category on Pornhub?
I know it's not an actual category, but it's a fake taxi.
Nah, good
said
shout
that
though.
earlier.
It's good shout.
Everyone loves a bit of fucking John.
Because it's become like it's become like a meme now, hasn't it?
It
Like
is.
fake taxi. It's
the
like
amount
such
of,
a
like, I've
meme.
actually seen people on their cars and stuff with like fake taxi on it
Yeah,
and stuff,
like-
and I was like, oh, you're the pervert and like porn too. It's not just me.
No, it is like fake taxi is like a meme.
It's a thing,
now,
isn't
innit?
it?
Like
Yeah.
everyone's like John. Have you seen the one where John breaks his cock?
I don't think so. I've seen a clip where there's one, he's fucking going at this boat, he's trying to jump on the bonnet, but he fucking jumps and fucks
Yeah, I've
himself
seen
on
that
one. Silly cunt.
There's this girl, she's going like hell bent for leather on him. Of course, it slips out and just hits the fucking twerp because if it weren't there, her guts would fall out. And it hits that and it bends his cock in half, and then like
Audible crack.
yeah, like what you just hear this like that, and then there's like it's on one of these like outtake, I don't know, some fucking social media video, and they literally show a picture of his shaft the next day, and there's like bruised and black and blue all up the side where he's like, what is it? I don't know what you do, and you're like, that's not iPappy. When they like,
Mama, no.
when you properly break it, like it, I don't know. I've like everyone's like fucking driven it home and hitting the brick wall before, but obviously he must have. She's coming down with full force on it. Like,
90 degree, like,
fucking, I can't.
bend it round on itself.
Yeah,
Oh.
literally.
No,
Oh.
daddy.
No, yeah, I think.
Oh, fuck that. So, what's the most memorable thing to happen to you on night out, George?
Do you want the time that I got an entire sort of near enough bottle of or glass of wine thrown over at me and my friends, or the time that I pulled someone wearing a pink dress in street?
What? She was wearing a pink dress, or you were wearing a pink dress?
I was wearing a pink dress.
Wow.
This was a friend of mine at the time's, his ex-girlfriend's mother.
Right.
How did that go?
In fact,
down?
we'll do both. But yeah, the first one was obviously I must have just come back from Canada looking at the pictures because I had like sort of grade 2 hair all over, and I was often touching 19 stone at the time. I remember the dress was a horrible pink dress, and I was a size 18. I was a busty lady. So
You're a big booty bitch.
yeah, so for whatever reason, at a certain point, as a bunch of lads, you all look at each other and go, wouldn't it be funny to go out dressed as women?
Yes.
Yeah, so there we were. We ended up in, I was going down at the street obviously in street, and ended up in the nightclub that is Envy.
Oh,
And
R.I.P.
I missed that fucking place. So outlay. My friends.
I miss sticking to
Yeah.
the floor there.
Yeah, my friend whose ex's girlfriend mum was ended up being the head doorman there once. Like I remember that fucker getting chucked out of MV for chucking change at the manager. before he obviously became head doorman, like on a New Year's Eve party. This was the same New Year's Eve party that I was on all fours, like vomiting outside someone's house. My two mates came and knocked on the fucking door, didn't they? And fucked off.
No.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cunt.
it's a separate time. So yeah, it was, I ended up getting pulled by this mate of mine's mum. And this was before Jordan decided that got taught that tight boxes are a lifesaver. So my friends have seen everything, because I don't know if you've ever been in Envy or not or remember it. Right up the DJ booth, they had that stripper pole in the corner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, I went stripping. So someone's managed to get a picture of when I came round, everything was open. You could see fucking everything. It was like the most unattractive thing I've seen. But the moral of the story is I still pulled that night. And I remember chucking the fucking boxes out of the taxi on the way home because I was getting a fucking handy. Like, went back to hers.
Why did you? I'm getting a hand job. Fuck these. I won't need these ever
Don't need
again. I'm the king of cock.
Freedom!
Yeah, I don't know why I threw the boxes away. I was fucking
It's just
drunk.
a thing.
Yeah,
Like
so-
that.
so I don't need the boxes. I'm not going to need them in the morning. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I remember going back to hers, fucking giving it the big one. I remember her being bent over and then me looking around going, oh, she's got 2 holes here. I've only got 1 dick. Oh, there's a bottle of Impulse on the side there.
No. What?
Up you go. She enjoyed it.
I'm gonna say.
Hey, yep.
I was
the
about to
next-
say you're about to get me too'd unless you say she was up for it. Like
No, yeah, generally, I'm not that fucking
a bottle of
horrible.
impulse, mind.
Yeah, it's only the little one.
All right, I was gonna say, but you got the 500 miller. Make you feel like you
That'll
got
make it smell nice.
shag. You got cucked by a bottle of deodorant.
Yeah, that one up there. And then I got picked up in the morning by my friends. Because it wasn't just my friend Tom. I was like, mate, I need a fucking lift. Can you come and pick me up, please? It was his girlfriend at the time. Who,
They brought the whole family, like.
yeah, they're near enough. And there's a fucking big Irish lad that I used to know called Tommy. Now, my friend Tom at the time didn't have a subtle car. He had I think it was a P-Reg, bright red, loud exhaust Subaru Impreza as well.
Oh, get on.
Yeah.
Parade you through the fucking McDonald's drive-thru as
That's,
well.
that's
like.
what you need at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday. That twat turning up. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Every time I'd walk to the car, they'd reverse off. Oh, they found it hilarious, didn't they?
Fuck me.
So that was that time.
The walk of fame.
Yeah. And the other story is how I told a very inappropriate joke and got some wine chucked over my mate. So we're out for a mate's 30th birthday in Club Life in Andover. And you walking at the club and you got the smoking area sort of on like a veranda
Yeah.
outside. So you can see it as you walk past. Oh, that looks good in there. I remember being hanging like full on head in hands right at the end of the night. You know when you can't see or know your name or anything.
Nothing left.
Pretty much, yeah.
When you just run out of everything.
And now I don't remember this story happening on the night. I've been talking about it for
The
years. All my
recollections.
mates have told me, and all I remember was those fucking lying cunts going, "Oh, we're not like other squaddies. We're really normal. We're really nice." And I felt like going, if I'm not getting fucking anything tonight, neither are none of you. And all I remember was just holding onto my pint and just turning around and looking her dead in the eye and going, yeah, and we fuck kids. And that was it. The fucking wine in the fucking face. She fucking stormed off. She weren't happy. And I just remember, the only thing I remember was going, back to fucking near enough dying on the floor. Yeah.
Like some men just want to watch the world burn. Like if
Yeah.
no one's having anything tonight.
It was a little giggle to myself, like, I've ruined that fucking
You
night.
horrible bastard. You horrible bastard.
Same as my fucking neighbour last week.
I was doing this at a wedding the other day. You know, we're on about, we had Bunny on recently and she was on about the teacher that she fucked.
Mr. Nonce or whatever.
Mr. Turbo History
Oh,
Nonce.
Mr. Toy, sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Oh no, was it? Oh no, what? Who was? No, he was. Let's call him Mr. Turbo Nonce. Anyway, so Turbo Nonce, right? I knew because I said on the last one, I was like, I knew that someone else had fucked him, from our school, and I was at a wedding with her the other fucking day.
You didn't.
Oh, Of course I did. I was amping myself up and I was like, I'm going to do it. And my missus was there, fucking Mule was there, Mule's missus, fucking everyone was like, no. I stood up
For the greater good.
pint in hand, and she's talking to someone, she's having a really nice conversation, and I just go, Mr. Turbo Nonce! And she looked at me and was like, anyway, and then she spun this yarn about getting me too, and like, oh, you know, he groomed me. I was like, bitch, you were 18. You make your own decisions, girl.
That's it. You made mistakes. Fucking own them.
Yeah, just own them. Yeah. So she and then she went on some rant about like, oh yeah, well, you know, this and the other. I was like, you left school. You were 18. You're old enough to make your own decisions.
Yeah.
It's not paedophile anymore.
You wanted that dick at that time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's out fucking busting shapes and kudos. If you want some pipe, you got some. Don't come fucking crying, cry wolf, because fucking, you know, you regret it 10 years later. Yeah.
It's a life experience, isn't it?
Yeah. Just to clarify, she wasn't saying that she'd been raped, but she was just like, yeah, well, you know, he's speaking to me for ages. I was like, you mean he was chatting you up? Like most blokes do.
What you kind of do when you're trying to bang.
Fucking, I don't know. Fucking daft. Yeah. Anyway, how's your week been anyway, Jordan, all right?
Yeah, do you know what, mate? Not bad. Sort of same stuff. The truck only broke down once this week.
That sounds like a result.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Last week, I was in the 62 plate we got to work, version 3 Volvo for any spotters out there. It broke down. I think it's my boss's old wagon. Like, it's quite fucking tidy inside, and my boss has got some nice kit. Yeah, so that broke down. It was all fucking hell. It sucked up a load of shit from the fuel pipe because it'd been sat for ages and had some old fuel in it
Dirty
or whatever.
diesel.
Yeah, dirty diesel. Shout out.
He gets mentioned in every episode. I don't know why. We do love you, Jack, but you just end up in every fucking show.
Yeah, so that obviously I was only in that last week because my truck has cost my boss $4,500 in for me this week. The clutch went on it. Yeah,
it's manual.
No, it's automatic.
Oh, one of the clutch packs is packed up.
Yeah, it sort of didn't want to go into gear and sort of stuff. Like, came back in the yard, put it in reverse, and the boss was like,
oh.
Yeah, so it was in his truck. That broke down last week. And then this week I had a pipe go on my truck. And honestly, a lot of people give shit to foreign truck drivers, right? This foreign truck driver in a British truck. He might have been Bulgarian, but I wasn't 100% sure because he spoke very little English. And he saw me trying to fill in. I was filling up with water for like 10 minutes. It was just pissing out. And so I was having a look. Where the fuck's that coming from?
Yeah.
Oh, it's come from this pipe. It's fucking split. I think it was, come off a coolant pipe. And I sort of got what he meant. Just looked at me and went, oh, you help you fix. Chop. Stick on. I was like, oh, I get what you mean. Chop the top of the pipe. Because it only like, split right at the top.
Yeah, enough play that you could fucking just re-end it.
And then, so he done that. I rang my boss up and he's, I went, oh, this bloke was going to fix it. Yeah. And he helped me fix it. And it's not the only time I've been helped out by foreign truck drivers. I remember a few years back, I was parked up in a lay-by fucking somewhere, Yorkshire somewhere.
Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
Fucking Becky Giles.
That fucking bitch. Fucking hater.
Just for the record, that's not us speaking.
No. I won't mention any names, Jukes.
Yeah, so I was parked up in this labour and I went up to this mate. I was skint at the fucking time, as you do as a young idiot that's crap with money. I'm still crap with money. I'm just an older idiot now. But we're getting better. We're not good. I have been working for, like, say, my boss for just over 2 months now. Within a month, I saved up and bought a new fucking car. So
there you go.
And she's a fucking honey. She's a fucking 520 Beamer or 525 Beamer. No, you're not a massive fan of Beamers.
2 litre diesel.
2.5, I think. 2.5. Yeah, 525.
Is that a 4-pot or a 6-pot?
It's just straight 6.
Whoa.
All right.
It's an old one. It's a 54 plate.
It's E46.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Is E40? What, you say 520? No,
525.
Oh, that's E9, E39? No. Oh, fuck me. I'm old now. I don't know. No. E60. E60, I think. Yeah, I reckon it's E60. There's going to be people listening just like, shut up, Red!
Yeah. At least it's not an M47 4-bot.
Yeah, like I said, she's a fucking honey. Like, I bought her 3 weeks ago now, I think. Bought her for some bloke just the other side of Wincanton. And from taking it out of his drive, I literally drove 200 metres down the road, ran around about, turned back, and I went, yeah, this car's perfect.
I'll have it.
I've had a beating before that I loved, and it got written off by some cow bag in a Discovery junction in Overy, and most people probably should go straight on towards Overy, hang a fucking left, you go head towards Langport, and that way you go through Seven Bends.
I know exactly where you are.
But just before that junction, there's a little cut through.
Yeah.
Now it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit along there. So I was doing 30 mile an hour when I pulled out, because I thought, I'll get in front of these fuckers. And I was driving with 3 Series along Mercedes, like, she had got to the line. I've got the video on my phone, I'll show you later. This woman comes up to Crossroads, and I went, shit, I think she's going to pull out there.
That's just
she hasn't seen me.
Is that just before the speed camera there?
Yeah.
I know exactly where you are. That's a cunt, that is.
Yeah. And so she had started pulling out and went, shit, she's not seen me. Shit, this is it. The brakes are on. She hasn't seen me. She had basically sort of T-boned me. But because I don't know, because I always like to send the drivers if I'm in the truck, so I am on that white line, no matter if I'm in my car or in the truck, because I know that if I need to pull over, I've got about a foot room.
Yeah.
Yeah, once that room had gone up and you feel the hedge scraping alongside, she'd hit the side of my car, and a lot of people have turned around and said, oh, you're lucky that you didn't have a head on, because she had hit the side of me, but because I knew she was going to do it, counter steered
Yeah, so you kind of
the other way, so she didn't fuck me off to the side. But then there was another car coming the other way, and thankfully they had just stopped, because otherwise she'd have hit me and I'd have had a head-on collision. Yeah. That's what happened to that BMW. That happened at the start of the year, and I had to drive I needed a car, the year's MOT on it, for 500 quid. And that's what I got. When I bought it, it had cracked windscreen. This is the car it was a Mondeo, and I can't stomach them. It was a 55 plate Mondeo, so that sort of shape. It was
I know.
The proper fiddler one.
Yeah.
Because you had the X-rays ones, like
the nice
two
curve.
ones, they were like nice. Yeah, my dad had one of them, a Z-Tech, and it was like the model after that.
Yeah, after
I don't remember. It was
S24s.
a Gear X. It had all the black leather seats in it, heated air, cooled. It was nice, but
all the sweets in the center console.
I've never owned a car so much I hated. Like I was.
There's no character.
Yeah, like I was gonna suggest to you guys, right? Let's give it to you guys, and let's have some fun with it. Let's just go fucking write it off somewhere if you know it's got a track or anything. Well, no. Mate of mine was rang me up last weekend or the weekend before it was. He said, I've got a mate who's interested in your car. All right, fucking sound. And then that was on the Friday night. And by the time Saturday came around, I was like, I'm sick of looking at the fucking sight of it. I stood on my fucking deck and going, I just want that car gone. It's
demoralised as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sick of looking at the sight of it. It's ruining my direct line to my BMW. I hate it. So a mate of mine messaged me. So, I've got a mate who's interested in your car. I went, mate, if you can have the car now if he comes and gets it right now. This is what's wrong with it. Oh, you sure? Yeah, so I ended up giving it away.
Just gave it. Just like, I don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah, like I said, it completely
be fair,
ruined my eye line.
A 55 plate Mondeo. I think I just want it gone as well.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I've hated it. I've never owned a car like I said.
I think I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yeah, they're fairly.
It was awful.
They did an ST220, didn't they? Which was a fairly smart looking vehicle. No, you don't like them?
I mean, the colour's
it looks
gorgeous.
nice, don't get me wrong, but I've now been put off by that shape Mondeo.
No,
like,
it's
it sends
still
me
the
into a bit of a
trim.
twitch whenever I see one.
I don't fucking blame
Much
you,
prefer like a 170 Focus or something.
I like the ST24, the older style Mondeo. You remember the big? Yeah, it was a V6.
Yeah,
like was it the
terrible engine?
It was a probe engine, wasn't it?
Yeah,
2.5 V6. Mazda used it in the MX-6 as well.
It was a Mazda engine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, well,
that's why it lasted so long.
Hugely underpowered, but like a nice engine. They were four-wheel drive as well, weren't they? Were they four-wheel drive?
Oh,
that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think they were. I
want to say they are, but I'm sure someone.
It was more Mazda than Ford.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah. I like those. They were fucking hideous on fuel, but they were nice looking Mondeos. They were. Fucking, I never thought I'd say those words.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice looking. I am middle-aged. Oh,
we bring you the most up-to-date chat here in the Doghouse podcast.
A nice X-Reg Mondeo. Oh, I just sat here playing with me fucking nuts. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, but yeah, going back to it, the week's not been too bad. Same shit, different day.
Amen.
Like I said, boss very kindly gave me the day off today, so I've had a nice chilled one. Because I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to come in here. If I'd have had a shitty week on the road or whatever, coming here in a foul mood, it would have just completely been different. Every driver out there knows exactly what I'm about. You get to like the last part of the week, you're already planning how you're going to go home sort of
That's
Wednesday
it. You're already
afternoon.
checked out a little bit.
The last thing you want to be doing is like, sitting there and being about. If I didn't say finish till, I don't know what, 5, 6 tonight, I'd have been straight in here, coming in with dirty work gear, just had a nice relaxed day, nice wake and bake for breakfast, and then had a nap.
I like that. I'm slightly jealous.
Yeah, literally, I text Marlon. I got back from work today at like, I don't know, about 4 or 5, bit of an earlier finish. And I text Marlon. I was like, I'm going to bed. Fucking text me when I need to do something.
I love a day nap. Absolutely love it. Like I find, obviously, usually doing tramping, your weekends are literally bare minimum. Is you get your 2 days, you've got to do all your admin, so your washing, everything you need to do. Especially, most people are fortunate enough to have a missus that can do some of that stuff for them whilst they're away. Not so much me. Yeah, I'm so single, it's ridiculous. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I am sick of doing fucking everything for myself. And I'm not complaining, but I'm fucking complaining.
So if
But
you're looking for
I don't
a
mind
hot
it though, to
hunk,
be honest. Like, yeah.
and you don't mind doing washing, hit up our man George
I
there.
don't think there's any woman out there that likes doing washing. It's not like I don't know.
No, I've never really met a normal person that likes to do washing.
No, I'll be honest. I know how to do a 40 synthetic, and that is about as far as it fucking goes.
What I tend to do, Chiefs told me, turn it 3 clicks to the right, press go.
And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, and you got to put the little thing in.
The little tablet thing in.
No, it's like a cup with stuff.
Oh, we don't even have that now, driver. I'm lazy as fuck. We've got the little fucking plastic, like, squishy tablets. Chuck that in there. Fucking shut the door. Be all right, won't it?
Man.
Yeah. Boof. What about you, Marlon? How's your week been, mate?
Oh, busy, mate. Busy.
Big
busy
week.
Yeah. Obviously, I haven't quite gone to America yet. I should be back by the time you're listening to this. But yeah, everyone's still sacking me up with work. The boss gave me a list, which was like a page long today. And I've got 2 days to finish it. So we're cracking on. We're trying to get it done. The bike.
Oh, yeah. Is it gone?
No, I took it off.
You've given up?
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push it onto the road and set it on fire.
Are you actually going to cut it up and get rid of it? Or are you
No,
just gonna...
what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort the carbs out. I'll rebuild the carbs, get an MOT on it and sell it.
I don't blame you.
There's too many fucking idiots.
I think trying to sell a project is always going to be difficult, and you're always going to get that type of person.
I thought it would be different with a bike, because bike people are generally bike people. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
But not on Facebook, no.
Have you asked my neighbour? He loves a fucking project. The cunt's been rebuilding an XT550 for the last 10 months.
It's a different kind of bike. Like,
yeah, he likes his like classic. Well, I say that he doesn't really. What's he got? I think he's got a Triumph at the moment, and he's got a Triumph. He's got a Triumph Speedmaster. I think he's got something really old in there, like maybe a Norton. And then he's got an XT550 Yam, and then his missus got a Ducati. So it's literally like covered all bases. All you need is some fucking gas, and he's well away.
I can't wait to hear it later.
Oh,
every episode. I can't wait.
I seen him the other day, and I said to him, Shaq, Neil, you haven't fucking started the bike up for a hot minute. I said the audience are missing it, and he's like, oh, don't worry, let me know when you're recording. I'll fire the cunt up. Fuck's sake.
yeah, I definitely think it's the wrong kind of bike for him, because he is very like bobbery.
Oh, have you seen his Speedmaster?
Yeah.
That black thing. Fucking Jesus Christ. I seen him on the road the other day. His fucking arms were about 6 foot apart.
That's
his feet were the same width. Like, he was starfishing on the bike.
Think of that fucking wind resistance. Get a sports tour, Shaq. Get on.
You go fuck. You fucking drives down to the down to Wagon Horses for bike night. Like, he's mad for it. Down to Weston.
Fuck that. Yeah. Apart from that, mate, I've packed my suitcase.
Oh, you're proper prepared.
Yeah, I've got a pair of jeans, 2 pairs of shorts, and 5 t-shirts.
And you're buying the rest out there.
Yeah.
Fucking get on.
Empty suitcase, mate.
2. What are you taking? 2 or 1?
So I've got 1. Chief's got 1.
Yeah.
If I need to bring another back, I'll bring another back.
Fair enough.
Are
you going to get me a Brandon Herrera AK guy t-shirt when you're down it? Yes.
That's it. We're going up to Bunker Brandon.
I'm very excited.
Gonna get some Ginger Belly t-shirts.
I don't know who that is. A lot of people that you follow that I don't know.
Ginger Billy.
No, I don't know. I've only just started watching Whistling Diesel shit. I'm like not really out of on
Jesus
it.
Christ, man.
He's a fucking idiot, isn't he?
Watch more.
Yeah, but he's a fucking idiot.
He's a full send.
He just does everything. And then he's like, oh, I can't believe the neighbours are complaining. Like, mate, you bought a tank.
It's a joke. It's all a joke.
Oh, I don't know. So you're looking forward to it then?
I can't wait, mate. I can't fucking wait.
It's gonna be lit.
It's going to be good.
Enjoy yourself. You've earned it, Marlon. Take your fucking 3 weeks. Enjoy yourself. You fucking earned it. Work bloody hard here.
Yeah, that's it. We gonna get fucking lit.
Throw that fucking phone out the window and just fucking enjoy yourself.
No, got to take some pictures.
Brilliant.
Mate, I cannot wait for fucking MPK. Honestly, I've watched these cunts on TV for like the past 8 years.
What's MPK?
No Prep Kings.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all derived from like Street Outlaws.
Yeah.
And all they do, like, it's a public event now because they realised everybody wanted to watch them. So they've kind of capitalised on that a little bit.
Fair play.
So this is season 5. Me and Chief are going to the final.
Oh, nice.
Ennis. 8th mile drag race. All the fucking horsepower. Like on the track, I expect at any one time there's about 8,000 horsepower.
Wow. That's something.
I'm so excited just to hear like the 2-step come on. Just that. Yeah.
It's gonna be sick, man.
It's gonna be good.
I enjoy it. I can't wait for the pictures.
And I hope they give me a V8 Challenger, not a V6.
It's gonna be a V6 only. It's a rental.
It's in the sports category.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No, see what happens.
Even if I get a V6, I'm going to tell you it's a V8.
Yeah, you will. Just slap a Hemi sticker on the back.
V8 shag.
SRT8 on the back. Like. Scumbag.
Reg, how's your week been, mate?
Yeah, it's been all right. I had a bit of an interesting one. So I had to go to a surgery consultation this week
about your flat feet
for my face. Yes, I mentioned it briefly. Like I said, I can't get into it because it's still ongoing. I'm in a bit of a legal thing at the moment. I had to go see a surgeon. I had to go see a facial surgeon this week. And it was.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fucking get myself a nose job like me and Dal looking
bit of Botox,
looking all fire. Yeah, fucking bit of filler and all that shit. You know, get my cheeks lifted.
Cheek little boob job.
Go for the full MJ.
Oh, this is I saw this thing the other day. Say if you say Shamon 3 times in the mirror, fucking you'll see this. El he can't hurt me. There was a picture of David Bowie crossed with fucking Michael Jackson. It was David Bowie. Anyway, enough of the plastic surgery jokes. Yeah, I had to go see a surgery consultant this week. And it was in Bristol. So it was in Queen Square. And if anyone knows where Queen Square in Bristol is, parking there is always an absolute fucking cunt.
Where they usually hold the car meets.
It's like a really expensive square.
Yeah.
And it's like got like a little parky style thing in the middle, all cobbled. Yeah. Anyway, so the fucking consultant was there. And it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. I was rushing around to get there. And I'm one of these seats, fly by the seat of my pants guys. I don't need to plan my route. I'll work it out. I don't need to find out where a car park is. I'll fucking work it out. But what I did know was that parking in Queen Square is always a fucking cunt. It's always full of Bentleys and Range Rovers and surgery consultants, like, you know. So I was like, oh, fuck that. I'll find one. I'll walk, whatever. Bristol's like not actually that big. As long as you're like within a mile, you know, you can fucking walk it in 10 minutes. So I'm just driving around. I'm not even like on my phone. I'm just looking like proper seat in my pants. I'm just looking to see where the
squares,
just looking for the P squares. I ain't give a fuck. So anyway, I see one. All right, sweet. Fucking pull on in. Now, what I failed to sort of think of was my missus would be like, do you want to take the C1? And I was like,
you didn't take the P.
I said, fuck it. No, I'll take P38. Fuck them. I said that the Clean Air Act isn't quite in yet. Or there's a fucking please. And I fucking hate driving in cities. Like, you know, like most people that don't really do much driving like myself. Like I hate driving in cities. So if I do it, I want to be commanding as fuck on the road. And not being funny, the P38 is pretty commanding. If I'm moving over, I'm fucking moving over. Get out of the way, bus. So, yeah, so I rocked into Bristol, pushed my way through, get out the fucking way, like, you know, the wokeists and everything. Move, get out the way. So, I'm driving on in. Anyway, first car park, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. Oh.
What's the roof limit?
First roof limit, I think, was 1.72. And I was trying to work out in my brain how tall I am. And then I was like, I definitely can't see over the roof of my car. So it was just like, oh, fuck. So I was like, all right, anyway, so chucked it in reverse, backed out, no one behind me. If there was, I wouldn't care. I just put the reverse lights on to wait till everyone moved.
That's it, because they 2 beacons on the top are quite bright.
So yeah, I backed it up, and there was the galleries car park just down the road. So I thought,
Yeah.
I'll go for that one. From memory, I was like, I think it's a little bit bigger. Worst come to worst, I was going to go to Cabot, and you could definitely fit in there.
Yeah.
Well, I said definitely. It's fucking close.
It's scuff a little.
Oh, fuck me, yeah. So anyway, I know Western, if I drive the black one, it bangs a fucking GPS aerial. I know that. Learned that lesson. Anyway, so I drove to drove down to the galleries car park, and it was 1.82, and I was like, this is going to be tight. I could see it was going to be tight, but having owned that car quite a long time, what I have realized with multi-stories is that fucking swing, number one, make sure it's a swinging barrier. A swinging height limit, the thing is on chains.
The one on chains, like.
Yeah, well, it wasn't actually on chains, but it was kind of, I think there've been a fair few fucking, transits that have been in there before, and just, the old fucking, the fucking anchor bolts that roll into the ceiling were a little bit like worn. So there's a bit of swing on the old girl. Yeah, so I pulled up to it, and I was like, I was fuck. I'm going to do it, but it's going to be fucking tight, and I might lose some bits of the car or whatever. So I'll get there. There's these fucking blokes working on the road, like literally just like 20 yards down from where I am. And they're looking at me because I've stopped, and I'm not quite holding up traffic, but cars are having to go around the ass end of me as I'm like up at this thing.
Contemplating.
And they're looking at me, and I can see them talking amongst themselves. And I was like, here we fucking go. Right. So I was like, right, first thing, the spotlights are on hinges. So I'm like, right, get up, stand on the fucking footstep, bend the fucking, start bending the fucking spotlights back. And they're like, fucking hell, mate. He said, that's going to be fucking tight, innit? I said, yeah, I reckon I'll get in there, though, shag. Anyway, and I've bent the spotlights down, and there's still a good 20 centimeters of difference between me getting under this fucking side. And they're like, that's not enough. I can hear them go, that's not enough, mate. That's not enough. I was like, this isn't even my final form, bitch. Got
Press that magic lower button.
Yeah, that's it.
Transformers.
Under there, motherfuckers.
That was it.
Optimus Prime, let's go, bitch.
Got in, slammed the fucking suspension down. And I was like, what do you reckon of that, Shag? And he's like, I still reckon you ain't going to make it, mate. So you got like, when you put anyone that owns P38, which is going to be absolutely no one that listens to the podcast.
Maybe one.
If you put it all the way down into access mode, if you hit the manual, EAS manual, and then hit it again, it will lock it in the lowest position it can be. So I was like, we're just going to drive on. We're just going to drive on and see how it fucking goes. So I go in, bang, first load of spotlights on the fucking barrier. I was like, I know from sort of experience that thing is generally 10 centimeters lower than the beams.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. We're just going to find out. Bang, hits the second one, and we're just going. We're in it now. We're committed. We have to go up the spiral to come down the spiral. I ain't reversing. There are people behind me that watch this whole fucking thing. Get up there. Sweet. Right, get on the first level. Of course, lazy cunts in Bristol, innit? Everywhere's fucking full.
Yeah.
First level's a fucking car wash. And this bloke goes, what are you doing, man? No!
Do you want to buy some jerk chicken?
Proper Joe's Conch Shack's back. No, man, you are not getting up there. I was like, no, mate, it'll be fine. He's like, oh, brother. I was like, I'll let you know on the way.
We got some Kongs for sale here.
He was like, man, if you want to park here, we won't even wash it. He was like, you can just stay here. Don't go up any further. Because like the first bit's a spiral, and then the next bit's like ramps to go up. And he's like, you're not. I was like, nah, I'll be fine, mate. I'm committed. At this point, I'm like, I'm proving a fucking point because everyone's told me no.
Fuck around and find out,
Yeah,
yo.
fuck around and find out. Shag, I got entered on level A. I had to get to level G. So I got there, didn't I? Got out there, parked the cunt up, ran to me fucking appointment. Literally, because it's been I left myself like half an hour.
An ordeal.
It had been 10, 15 minutes of just setting the car up to get under the fucking barrier. Fuck. So I've run to my appointment, like 5 minutes I'm in there. Literally 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, cool, bye.
What a mess.
Yeah, what a mess. Cheers, can't do anything for you. All right, thanks, bye. So I ran back, got there, and I got in the car, and there's this bloke doing some litter picking, like just cutting around in the car. But he's like, fucking hell, mate, you well to get that in here, didn't you? I was like, oh, fucking yeah, tell me about it, Shag. Like, it's been an ordeal, but it'd be all right. So, anyway. So I'm coming back down on fucking Joe's Conch Shack, so I'm watching the car. You're crazy, man! You're crazy! I'm like, what do you reckon drive? He's like, you are, man, I never seen it. Never seen it. I was like, yeah, boy. He's like, crazy, man, you're crazy. So anyway, I'm just coming going down a spiral, and I can see this fucking bit of conduit, and he's like, cunt's lower than everything else, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, in for a penny, in for a pound, boys. I'm on the way out. Fuck them. They've already got me, Reg. Bill me, bitch. So,
Gonna take out the electric to the fucking building, like lifts, no more.
oh, don't fucking laugh. It's going down and caught the fucking conduit. I think it's stopping. Just pulled the conduit down. All the lights in the spiral went off.
Fuck off.
Fuck it. I was like, I put my foot down at this point. I'm like, I'm speeding.
We're
I'm,
on and gone, Shag.
You know,
on
when
and gone.
you know, when those spirals are like the old ones, the concrete's real tamped. So it's like, because the suspension's dropped out, so there's no giving it. Got down there, fucking slammed me ticket in, barriers up. I'm fucking gone.
Ta-da.
And there's obviously no height limit on the way out. The fucking guys are still there. You get it done in there, Shag? I was like, yeah, mate, you got any conduit in the back of that van? He said, no. I said, they're going to fucking need it. I don't know what the fuck I pulled down, but I wasn't stopping. All I saw was this, I heard this like, and then all the lights went out. I was like, fuck them, we're gone. But yeah, it was an interesting time. Learned me fucking lesson drive. I won't be doing that again.
Yeah.
I drove the whole way
Bristol
back
C1.
drove the whole way back from Bristol with the fucking lights folded in. I went to flash someone. I don't think I just flashed a plane that was going over.
Shag, Morse code, get on, land.
Flash someone out. The two headlights come on. The four fucking up into the air like. Yeah, sounds
Some fucking poor pilot. It's like, shit, we've got to make an emergency diversion.
missile lock.
Some poor Ryanair fucker. Oh, fucking hell, got to land, you cunt.
Yeah, so that was the absolute fucking highlight of my week. So massive shout out to NPC car park in Bristol. Can't remember. It was Galleries car park. So fucking bill me. You got me, Reg. Yeah, it was good.
So in the Doghouse podcast.
Yeah, just send a bill in the doghouse. PO boxes on the fucking LinkedIn, Shag.
Cheers, Patreons.
I've got some fucking conduit and a bit of fucking mains cable, fucking a bit of SWA, it'd be alright.
Yeah, it's all got to be approved though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's all armoured. Fuck it, I'll make that off pretty quick. I know what I'm doing. It was just the fact that it all went black. I was like, oh, don't stop now.
We done a bad.
Part of me thought, I was like, oh, but is it on like a motion sensor? And I'm like, no, but I'm moving even faster now, so surely it would have come on.
No, it's because you fucking ripped the cable out the cunt.
Oh, that is pride. That's what that is, because I didn't want to drive the C1. That's where pride gets you. Fucking.
Why didn't?
Just because I don't like driving in cities in small cars. Everyone's like, oh, they're so maneuverable, and I'm like, yeah, it's maneuverable driving a big car.
It's insured, mate. Hit people.
Yeah, but little bumper car, innit?
I don't care.
I just put the indicator on and start going. I'm like, y'all in my way, move, motherfuckers. Yeah, it's good. You should honestly try it. It's fucking brilliant. Because also it's covered in shit as well. It literally and I'm looking like a piece of shit. It's there like, oh my God, this bloke has no
All
idea.
your cars are covered in shit.
Every time I go around a roundabout, I'm like, I'm using the white line as like a center line. Everyone stops for me.
You're one of they cunts.
Oh, well, I'm in the cities and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I need all the space, guys. I don't know where I need to be. Do I need the left lane? Do I need the right lane? Everyone make space. Fuck.
It's not difficult. Stay in your fucking late, G. Right, don't get me fucking started. Right, Jord. Let's start from the beginning.
From the beginning. So, see, I'm not actually from around here. I'm from Kent.
From your accent, we didn't notice that.
No, unfortunately, I've picked up the local accent, which I'm
the accent of kings.
the accent of Kent. No, which I'm fucking absolutely. But one of the main reasons I moved down here is because I had friends down here. But B, like I remember when I first down here, one of the funniest things I've ever fucking heard was these two fucking blokes going off at each other. And one of them was like, "You fucking farmers, you're all the fucking same, you are." And I was like, "Are you not one? Because you definitely sound like one." I know, yeah, from Kent originally. I joined the army at 17 and then did until from 2006 to 2013 was when I left. Didn't go on tour, but I went to one of the best places in the world, which is Battus. I know Keith's talked about this a lot. And then,
that's in the Canada, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, we've been talking this week, and he told me that Battus is actually closing down, which is something I didn't know. He told me last night, and I was like, it made me a bit sad. I've got so many memories of it. Like, I remember stories of my old man going out there because he was in the tank regiment as well.
I was going to ask, like, what was the reason for joining up?
it's just something I always wanted to do, to be honest. Like, I didn't do it because my dad did it, but that definitely helped. Like, my old man was saying, I was, get a trade behind you, do this, do that, and it's fucking brilliant. I didn't get a trade behind me because originally I wanted to be Royal Engineer as a bricklayer. Didn't get the qualifications there at school. And then went.
Sorry to interject. You need what I'm not being. This is taking nothing away from people in the bricklaying trade. What qualifications do you need to be a bricklayer?
In the army, apparently you do. They do.
Really?
I think, yeah, Keith. So it's like they do the barb test, British Army battery recruitment test, or it's something like that. And it's basically like an aptitude test. So,
I see.
yes, obviously, if you're thick as fucking mint, you ain't going to be joining the intelligence fucking corps.
Fair point, well made.
You're either going logistics, tank regiment, or the infantry. So yeah, the recruitment office rang me up because I wanted to be a Royal Engineer as a driver. That was like my second choice.
Yeah.
I think the third choice was tank regiment. Because I remember it never occurred to me to do it because I was like, yeah, tanks are cool, but then
Tanks are fucking cool.
the only reason I put it down as like a secondary choice because bloke in the recruitment office, turns out he was actually an old mate of my old man's. And the first time I ever met him was I was a cadet. A bloke called Gaz Palmer. And we're all fucking around outside cadets one night waiting for it to open. And someone, "Oh, Catley, get over." And he just sort of stopped and looked at me. And I was like, "All right." And he's like, "Your surname Catley?" Yeah. He goes, your dad's not Tony Catley by chances. I went, "Yeah, it is." He went, "Fucking hell, I remember your old man. I can tell him." I thought he said Daz Palmer. I went, "Daz Palmer says hello." I went, "Yeah, all right, will do." Got home that night. And I was like, "Dad, some bloke from the regiment says he knows you. Someone called Daz Palmer." He went, "Gaz Palmer." He went, "Yeah, it might have been quite a tall Cockney bloke with like black hair." I went, "Yeah, that was him." He goes, "Fucking hell, I remember that little fucker. I remember putting him down manhole covers in Germany, driving a tank over it, and then going for a nappy break."
Cunts.
Yeah, so yeah, joined the owners because of him, because of Gaz Palmer. I remember asking the bloke at the recruitment office, I went, "Well, what qualifications do you need to be in the tank regiment?" He just walked past, I went, "None." I was like, "Fucking sweet, that's plan B, that's fucking plan B sorted." Then brilliant. And then I got the phone call from the recruitment office. I think it might have been March or April 2006. Right, you can join the Royal Engineers and do your basic training in November, or you can join the tank regiment and go in next month. Hello, let's fucking go in next month. Let's have a bit of that. Did phase 1 training, phase 2 training. Like phase 1 training is fucking strict. It's your proper. They take
scaring the shit out of you, knocking the shit out of you a
yeah,
little bit.
sort of. Yeah.
We
It's
spoke about it
basically
with Keith, where it's like back to basics.
that's it. You
It is
know,
like, we're going to teach you how to fucking wash your cock.
Yeah,
we're going to teach you how to brush your
literally,
teeth.
there's, I still remember it now. A bloke standing there, stripped off naked, and say, "You wash your fucking old boys, say you wash your underarms," because not everyone knows. There's
Yeah.
stuff that I take as common sense, and I think people should know it now. That it turns out they don't. Like, I was listening to the Sammy Rose episode last night, and she was going about guys not being able to eat box properly, like licking their flaps, sucking their flaps. I'm like, do guys generally that's quite common knowledge to me. Like, do guys not know that sort of shit, and they don't know where the
They've
clitoris
obviously
is?
not
And that?
spent
And I'm
enough time on fucking Pornhub,
like, oh, this is
X
it.
videos,
Go get your
etc.
hours in, drive.
Yeah,
Go
hit
get your
me up,
hours in.
Sammy Rose.
It's fucking educational.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so joined the army 2006, joined the tank regiment, phase 1 training, phase 2, like I say, phase 1's quite strict. I remember doing, when you go to the gas chambers and that, you go, there's like CS gas and you're exposed to that.
Yeah.
My original training falls through because I was what they call back squadded. So if you're really shit, they'll kick you out of the army, like during your phase 1. If you're not that great, but there's potential there, they'll put you back a few weeks in training. I got back squadded twice. First time it happened, it fucking broke me near enough. I was like, I'm not fucking good enough, all this shit. And then I got back squadded from a really good troop, like a really good section commander and really good leadership, to some fucking bell end in the Army Air Corps and a bunch of fucking clerks, I think it was, that thought they were the fucking bollocks. Obviously, it turns out that when you join the army, like your full screws and that's a gods, they're like your section commanders. Like you do what they say, and having some like real good blokes and going some really bad leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had no real interest in doing that. So I got back squad a second time. So it took me, I think, you do phase 1's 3 months. It took me a little bit longer, but did all that fine, not a problem. Weirdly, I was going to get an award for best or most improved at PT. I'm like, I hate doing exercise. Like, what, you were going to give that to me? What's going on with you? Didn't win.
We've not been back twice. We've got to give him something to hope for.
Tubby little cunt. Yeah, obviously finished phase 1 training, went down to Bovington in Dorset, where the Armoured Corps, so it's not just like the tank regiment, all your other associated regiments are like household cavalry. You get some engineers down there training on like the Titans and Trojans, I think it is. Like it's basically the Royal Engineers version of tanks, but they haven't got turrets on
Trojans
them.
were condoms.
The whole idea is you don't notice what it holds back something inside it. That's why, like Trojan horse. Yeah,
Roger.
Yeah, like so they go down there to do their phase 2 training. That Bobby's brilliant because you meet more people from your regiment when you're in phase 1 training. You wear like for the first couple of weeks, you wear like your army issue, like your bog standard cap badge, bro. You all look the same, and then when you get there phase 2, you wear what's more of like your regimental color, like your regimental stuff and stuff. So like your own regimental berets. I remember as a young tank soldier, you get a fucking hard on, especially if you're in the tank regiment. You get a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm an ex-tanky." Oh, what you in, mate? Oh, I was in the Queen's Dragoon Guards. Oh, so you're not a tanky then because you went in the tank regiment. Shut your fucking face. It's obviously because all the cavalry, they don't have fucking horses to suck off anymore. They use tanks. Which that's why we're all called the Royal Armoured Corps. But if you're a proper tank, you're in the tank regiment, in my eyes.
right.
Yeah, so obviously it did that, went down to phase 2, and as I say, it's where you start. Yeah, so obviously went down to Bovey, do your phase 2 training. You get people from your regiment there, so you're wearing all your moorings. You get a bit more freedom as well. So once you've done sort of your working day, you can go and have a couple of beers and that down the naffy
You got a
in
few
the
hours
afternoon.
to do
Yeah. But like I said, going back as a young tank soldier, you get a fucking hard on the first time you're doing your driver's maintenance courses or you do gunnery. If you're a little bit more intelligent, you do gunnery at phase 2 and then you do your driver maintenance later at regiment. I did it the other way around. So you do your driving and maintenance of a tank. So you're basically learning everything from like where the coolant goes, this, that, and the other. Before you've got to learn all the flows, sort of where the oil goes and that before you even get into a tank.
Need to know where everything lives,
Yeah,
where everything goes.
Yeah, that's it.
So, do you do maintenance on it as well?
You basic maintenance,
certain
but
extent.
we have the REME for that. Yeah, we know. So the REME, like your fitters, they do the bulk of the work. Like as a driver, if you need
Blow a gearbox up.
yeah, that's
send
it.
to
Like
them. You got an oil leak.
if
send
you've got
to
an
them.
engine, you've got to do an engine lift. As a tank driver, you will do the basic maintenance. So you'll start undoing the nozzle, but that's a REME job.
Right.
But you get
Right.
taught how to make the fans, but you do changing the fan belts and stuff like that. Now I remember on the back of a Challenge 2, you got 3 fans. I think you had 2 fan belts. I remember getting it fucking wrong. It's
Why are they ran by belts?
Don't ask me, mate. Is that probably the easiest thing to fix out on like out and about?
Oh, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Or is it?
Well, I don't know. You
You go fucking speak to the people that make tanks and tell them how to build
electric fan packs up. You cut the fucking cables off. You put another one on.
one. Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't
But
understand.
bearing in mind, obviously, the Challenge 2 was probably, I think it came out in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit before.
Well, here's an interesting fact for you. The gunner's hand controller, so obviously the way we do to spin the turret, load, obviously you don't load it, but fire in the tank and stuff, getting it on, it's based around the original PlayStation controller. Because when they were designing the Challenge 2 tank, what's the latest games consoles the young lads are playing, the young people are playing at the time, it was PlayStation, which is
they already know the controls. They know how to
Yeah,
work it.
that's not a bad shout, to be fair.
All the drones they use in Afghan, as far as I'm aware,
Yeah.
they use Xbox 360 controllers.
Yeah,
literally actual Xbox 360
Yeah.
controllers.
So comfortable.
Yeah.
While you're blowing up villages.
Yeah.
One of my old cadet instructors, he was a cop, and he had a brother in the artillery. He was part of the first like UAV. Lots of the unmanned areas, basically before drones were drones.
They were unmanned
He was-
UAVs, weren't
yeah,
they?
he was. That was his job, was to play around with them.
Take out small villages.
Yeah.
No, the unmanned aerial,
Unmanned air vehicles.
aerial vehicles,
Yeah,
just for
yeah.
reconnaissance, not for actually bombing.
not
Pretty
shit.
much, yeah.
They are strapped with bombs now.
The Predators are, yeah.
We're not talking about Jimmy Savile. Come on.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
now then.
So you were saying about so that's how they designed the controls for it, right?
Yeah,
the PS2 controller.
Yeah, so obviously, I went down to Bobby, did my phase 2 training there, and then I got sent on me and 2 other lads with the last 3 troopers. So obviously the infantry, you get your privates, the artillery, you get your what are they in the gunners, I think they are, like basic like engineers are sappers. It's
Yeah.
like your low level base entry first rank. So yeah, it's me and 3 other lads were the last 3 troopers to go from Bovington over to Germany, because my regiment used to be based in Fallenbostel in Germany. And then everyone out from after that got sent over to Tidworth, where the regiment's based now.
Yeah.
'Cause they used to be in Germany, and obviously back in 2007, we moved back to England. So my only experience of Germany was I missed out on all the squadron bars. Like most of my regiment was out on tour. I think they had 3 or 4 squadrons out on tour at the time. I think one of us, I think Falcon was in Afghan and the rest of them were in Iraq. So my Germany experience was completely different. There was no one. They were enforcing rules, but it was like your job is everyone's there was to pack the regiment up, ship it back
ship
to
it all
England,
back.
Literally
load it back
packing
into the shipping containers, and then ship it back to the UK. It'd get stored up, and when we all moved back in, I think it was August 2007. We all unloaded everything and put it into the new RHQ and the new tank park and stuff like that. Now, I remember in Germany hearing a fucking joke called Cookie 501. Is you know Simon Weston, the
burn victim from
he's
Falklands.
recently he's recently divorced his wife. Yeah, she's had 5 kids and they look fuck all like him.
Oh my god! Fucking hell! That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they say squaddies are animals for a reason. Like
yeah.
you've got to be a bit
Discombobulated.
a bit fucked up and a bit weird
Bit
to
off,
give effectively. Like I heard when the Queen died, and I was like, imagine Keith was telling the same. And that when I found out she died, I cried because I
was your boss
served
for
her.
a long time,
She's not
boss.
just she was the boss. You're not trying to sound all like noble or fuck all like that, but anyone that's joined the army, it doesn't matter what job you've done, you've sweared your oath of allegiance. You've basically gone,
to the Queen.
this is my life is now yours. So if I effectively die for you or kill for you or defend the country or anything, I've got to. And it takes someone, in my opinion, a bit different to want to do that, because not a lot of people would. Like I can't stand people that say, when you talk to them, it's like, I could never join the army. I can't stand telling people telling me what to do. It's like, fucking waste of you, aren't you? Like you can fucking have someone tell you what to do.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not difficult.
Like you do that,
Like
you
in
do,
every single
Yeah,
other
yeah.
fucking job.
like what you do 9 to 5 at work. Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody tells
Yeah.
you what to fucking do, unless you're self-employed. But even then, you're doing something that somebody's asked you to do.
Yeah, I remember when I first got to Germany, I think it was my first or second week. I think I was dick to do guard duty overnight. Now in Bovington, because you're still in your training, that you're treated sort of a bit like a child, but not. It's like, oh, you've worked a night shift, you can have the rest of the day off, go to bed. Yeah, it doesn't work like that in the regiment. No one had told Jordan this. And so I had the morning off afterwards, and then a mate of mine, it got to like lunchtime and they were knocking on my room door. Like, mate, you're into the shit. They want you to get back to work. I was like, well, I've had night duty. Like, it doesn't, I thought it worked like that. Oh, no, it doesn't. And, oh, well, I'm already fucking late. I'll just have the rest of the day off. Rocked up the next morning. This bloke called, I can't remember his fucking name, Pat what, I think it was, or something like that. And a bloke called Dave Henretti, fucking proper chessman. Where the fucking hell were you yesterday?
Oh, Jesus.
And this is where Jordan's brutal honesty got him out of fucking trouble. Well, I did guard duty the night before, so I just thought we'd allowed the morning off. You're not allowed that morning off. Why weren't you in the afternoon? I went, well, to be honest, just couldn't be asked to come into work. Stunned fucking silence. And
How
it was,
did that go down?
get your fucking sideburns up and report to Corporal so-and-so in the guard room. That was it. I was like, shit.
It's on.
Yeah, but because of my brutal honesty, they were just so shocked by me. They were like, who the fuck is this little cunt? He's been here 2 minutes and he's already fucking saying,
Can't be bothered.
yeah, I can't be asked. But I was just like, I'm not going to fucking lie to you because if I lie to you, it's going to get me in more fucking trouble. So,
Yeah, well, honesty is the best policy. Yeah. Fucking hell.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, what's it for we?
Yeah, no, we're going to have a break now,
Yeah.
mate. We'll cut to a break, go to fucking get some beers, and we'll be
Send
back.
you to the fridge.
Right. Love you. Bye. Don't forget to hydrate yourself and moisturize and all that good shit. Bye,
Don't forget to
Felicia.
clean your balls.
And I've returned from the fucking fridge.
You are many months.
Many months. Well, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. What are you doing?
He's had to go through numerous
I am
low pro car parks.
Yeah, well, it was
He's lost 7 spotlights.
getting these out the fridge was a bit fucking trim, you know, with the head clearance on them. So yeah, so this was sent into us again by, I feel like all we ever do is shout him out. Shout out to Callum, Omelette, Crumpet.
Omelette, Crumps.
Yeah, he literally just brought around the most obnoxious amount of fucking beer of varying descriptions, hence why most beers of the week have been coming from him. So Marlon, what have we got?
Jesus Christ. We have
You're in for a good one, Jord. You're in for a fucking good one, I reckon.
I'm looking forward to it.
Fax Premium Quality Lager Beer, right? The cunt's a litre.
It's a litre can. I've never seen the fucking...
It's a litre can.
Do you know what I liken this to? When I used to work in a kitchen years ago, you know, like the fucking absolute boss chef that I am. You know, you used to get the industrial 5 kilo tin of baked beans like
That's,
it literally feels like that. It's fucking nuts. You'll see it on the Instagram in the week. Like, it's fucking obscene.
That's honestly,
it's a mega pint can.
Obnoxious.
It is. You know, we were looking for ages trying to find out where it was made. It literally says it right in big letters on the top. Fax Brewery, Denmark. Yeah. There's me reading the fucking fine print like some sort of cunt. Right then, Marlon, without any further ado, fucking, you know, indulge us with the madness that is the marketing bullshit.
Fax, I think it's Fax or Fakes. Fax Premium is a classic international premium lager with a smooth, distinctive taste. The combination of the finest malt, hops, and own water results in an all-malt premium beer which is full-bodied. However, at the same time, pleasantly mild with a round taste and a smooth mouthfeel. A crisp and well-balanced lager beer.
Whenever they say the word mouthfeel, it just puts me right off my dinner.
I can't fit that in my mouth.
No, that's that's full Jenna Jameson spec. Right, let's fucking go, Lisa Ann. Jesus fucking Christ!
Some effort to open the fucking thing.
It fucking is, and it's effort to hold the bloody thing. I am surprised. I thought that was going to taste like fucking shit. It's not mind-blowing, but
It's not mind-blowing.
it's not bad. I was expecting absolute shite.
It's smooth,
It is.
as they say.
Mhm.
A definitely drinkable piss.
It is. I might even put it into a mega. See it. Fucking Jesus Christ. Slower. Quite as dark than I thought it would be. It's I don't know, it's just kind of like an all day lager, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. I was expecting some, you know, they got like your real European, super strong, hoppy, pilsnery, you know, kind of thing going on.
It doesn't kick your ass, does it?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It doesn't shout, but it's not.
It's
not quiet either.
I thought it was.
all right.
I thought it was either going to be absolute fucking piss water, or it was going to be like real savage shit.
No nonce here.
No,
I'm glad it tastes right because there's a fucking litre of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. That was exactly what I was thinking. I thought please let this be drinkable, please. I got so much to do.
Thankfully, I've had it before.
You have, yeah, because you've had it before as well.
Yeah,
Haven't you? I'm the first.
It's,
Yeah,
when you
I
walk
think
in
they
the,
said it in
it's B&M.
Home Bargain or B&M. Yeah, one of
That's
them.
it. I walked in. I
Yeah.
was like, I saw this fucking huge obnoxious can. And I was like, well, it's lager. I'm gonna have one.
Yeah, and each can's sort of slightly got different slightly picture on it as well, so you can.
Well, this is a man fighting a cat with a sledgehammer.
Yes, he does look like he's orgasming, or
That's it. I got a wolf here,
that's
and
it,
then
Jesus on the can.
100%.
it's a man with a hammer again. Maybe they're trying to say something.
It's a cum face if ever I did see one.
And yeah, on,
I look
on the
like-
left hand side.
I look like that while I'm fucking wrestling a cat.
Hold on, is that Gilo on the can?
No, it looks like Bruce from Bruce's Shooting. The ginger warrior. Listen here, cats. Nordic Bruce.
I'll tell you why he's got his cum face on. Look, if you look at her head, there it is.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
yeah.
the band does look like a bellend, doesn't it?
Right,
yes,
yes, Daddy.
There we go. It's just like really nice Nordic art, and we're like, oh, it looks like a shagging
cock.
Looks like he's
He's
shagging a
got,
cat.
she's got his cock in his mouth.
Get your tits out, love. Yeah, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's quite nice. I've no issue finishing this, which is good because it's fucking enormous. Where are we at then, boys? What do we reckon on this absolute obscene beer?
I like it. All day drinker, definite all day drinker. And I think
it tastes like something I've had before. I can't.
it's cheap as well. I think it's like £2 something a can for
Yeah,
a
that's not
litre.
bad going.
That is good going. I'm trying to think what the fuck it tastes
It
like.
tastes to me just like a lager, sort of nothing memorable, I guess. But it's not offensive.
It's a bit Holston-y.
That's what I was. It's got a little bit of the tinge of that sort of European piss to it. None of that fucking watered down crap we'd have drank. It's between a 3 and a 4 for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it have a 4. Just,
Oh.
I mean, skin of its fucking teeth. No. You know, I'm gonna go with my initial thoughts is having a 4 because it is drinkable and I do like it. 3 is kind of meh. 2 is 1 is 5 is oh my god, come
Yes,
my
Daddy.
ass.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes, daddy, come my ass.
There she is.
Yeah,
Right,
there we
Daddy.
go. Right, let's fucking hit it. Right, where are you at then, Jord?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you, but I think it's more the marketing gimmick behind it. You know, you've got fucking
It's a
Viking on
litre
it.
can,
It is a
man.
litre can. Like I say, I could drink the litre can. I don't think I could do another one. Not just like because of
Oh.
the amount on it, but
I wouldn't
yeah,
say
it doesn't shout home for me. I think it's about kind of. No, I'm going to go for a 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
weirdly, I'm going to go for a 4. Like I said, just because of the can, it's
Gassy
not
as
a
fuck.
terrible taste.
No, good. I'm glad you're on the same wavelength as me. Marlanis, where are you two?
yeah. To be fair, it's an all dayer.
Oh, it's not for me. I don't think I could do too much of that. It's nice, but it's not like I couldn't guts out of me all day. That's like holiday piss. That is
It's definitely different to the
to the
anti-establishment IPA,
Yes,
which is nothing like Brewdog Punk IPA whatsoever. I mean, the can looks like totally different.
Totally different. All
It's different. It's not even. It's not like it's even the same percent or nothing.
No, the colour
It's also
scheme-
brewed in Scotland.
the color scheme's totally off.
We should build that.
That's
wall.
probably the runoff that comes out of Brewdog strains.
Of course, it fucking is.
Yeah, I'm at 4. I
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking universal. We've all agreed for once. Look at that. It's harmony in the doghouse for once.
I want to put it to a 3 then.
For 10 minutes.
Fuck
Like-
you. Anarchy! All right, sweet. So that is Facts Premium Quality Lager Beer.
Get it in B&M, Shag.
Yeah,
Mm.
thanks. Shout out to Omelette for that one. That is a 4 on the Mighty TripAdvisor rating from us.
on the
Sweet.
on the note of omelettes, so I used to do containers for a bloke called Gary. Fuck, I wasn't going to say his name. Oh well, out of Western Zoyland. I've worked for him twice. The last time I did it, he pulled for Langdon's out of Bridgie, and I was having a fucking day of it. Mind it was one of those days where
Everything
it was
went
the last
wrong.
day I worked for him. Everything went fucking wrong. Like I basically turned the back of his trailer into a mobile omelette.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so
I don't know what you mean by that, but it sounds bad.
I will fucking tell you. Right, so what happened?
What happened was
Me and Denzel
There
say.
was this fucking pallet of liquid egg. So obviously, there's your average box of wine, that but full of liquid egg. I mean, it's fucking horrible shit. And I just could not move this pallet. I had to move it because obviously at Langdon's you have your frozen stuff at the back. Obviously it depends on how many drops you do. Frozen stuff at the front, chilled stuff at the back. This customer had like 2 chilled pallets and 1 front one. One frozen one. So it was right at the front. I had to move this fucking pallet of eggs out the way. Now, what I told the office had happened was...
Allegedly.
Yeah, this is allegedly.
It's all stories.
Yeah, it's all stories. And I'd moved this fucking pallet, could not move it for shit. So what I told them that had happened, allegedly, was the pallet had generally given way.
Oh, fuck.
And I couldn't move it, yeah. And I told them that, I tried to stop it with my knee and it went everywhere. Yeah, I went full Jordan, lost my fucking temper, picked up part of the wood of the broken pallet and just fucking whacked it in temper.
Oh,
Which, of course, caused more of the boxes to burst. I was down in Cornwall. I was down to Cornwall at the time. Down in Cornwall, not down to Cornwall. And
Took Lion, took Witch, and took Wardrobe.
and so by the time I'd driven it back, I'd rang up Langdon's and went, "This has happened." They went, "Right, you have to fucking bring the trailer back. Not a problem." And by the time I'd got back, because I had a fridge trailer on, it had set and basically solidified.
Fuck.
So they took the fucking load off. We sorted this pallet out. And I was like, "Right, can I use your wash?" And they went, "Normally it's like you're not allowed, subbies aren't allowed to use the wash at Langdon's because
Someone's fucked it up.
Some bell end, basically it
Fucked it
says
up for
in
everyone else.
fucking massive letters, no unit only." Because obviously it's like a bog standard car wash. So it goes up, it's got sensors, it's designed to have a trailer on it. It's not designed to have a unit only because it will go down and
It cleaned the floor.
it cleaned the fucking grease off the fifth wheel, the fucking lot of
no.
Yes, that's why subbies aren't allowed to use the wash at Langdon. So you can thank Polish Pete for that. Anyway, any subby that now works for Langdon, so you can't use the wash. That's the reason why.
So that took fucking ages to get off of there.
So I went, "Oh, do you mind if I use your wash?" "Yeah, not a problem, mate. You've got to sort that out." Like, the Langdon staff weren't that pissed. This is the point. They all found it quite funny. They were like, "Drive, we've had it worse in here. We've had it where the driver's fucking pulled up on the bay and it's been leaking out the back doors. At least this is the drive."
Oh.
And obviously, you use your pressure washer at work and that.
Yeah.
So you set it to fucking hot, didn't you? So by the time I was cleaning the stuff out, it then heated it up and turned the egg into a fucking omelette. Yeah, fucking hell. I got the fucking phone call. "Oh, Jordan, what have you done wrong?" "Oh, I've had a bit of an accident, Gary." "Oh, I can't fucking deal with this shit. Bring the truck and trailer back to the yard." I went, "Well, I only know how this is fucking going to go then."
DCM.
"Oh, Jordan, you're a nice enough bloke. I just don't want the fucking stress." Now, this is the bloke that I used to work for years back doing containers. I will give the bloke his dues. I must think he was a prick. Like, he's really into his fitness. Like, he does triathlons and stuff and goes bike riding and stuff like that. And he let me take my bike, buy a bike rack and take my bike and put it on the back of the cab. Because I was doing containers, you've got that little bit of room.
Yeah.
Like, some guys, like curtain siders, do it and that, but not too many. So I used to take my bike and go for bike rides and stuff because he was mad into his fitness. So like I said, I won't slag the bloke off. As much as he's a prick to work for, he's annoying. He goes, "I just don't want the stress." And this is the bloke who thinks that smoking a bit of fucking weed is like shooting up fucking heroin. To him, yeah, he's one of them drugs. Drugs are bad. And
Just say no.
I'm like, I get that, mate. Like, I respect that.
Pipe down Nancy Reagan, you can.
Yeah, but don't do aspirin.
It's him in his
Don't do paracetamol.
Well, this is it. And he's always if you've done something, "I've never had a load go over. I've never hit anything. I've never done
one of
this."
Those fucking blokes.
Yeah, now I'm
It's like
very friends.
The
very good
trucking
friends.
kind of two shed, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The trucking kind of two shed.
Two shed?
Yeah.
Wait, what's two shed?
Well, I got one shed.
Oh,
They got two.
Yeah, that's it. Another funny story is I'm friends with Binner, his mechanic, and apparently Binner, don't know why, lost his job at CL Transport when he worked there over in Bridgie. You know, he worked for fucking Gary, and he's always fucking going, fucking bloke's a prick. Fuck, I'm like, why are you working for him, mate? Oh, you only live fucking like a couple of doors down or wherever he lives. Like, so may as well.
Conveniences,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Binner's fucking there, and he was telling me a story about how the fucking bloke's wife got scammed out of, I think it was, I can't remember how much, I think it's like near 20 grand or something like that. This is years ago. Fucking silly cow. So she got a scam phone call from BT. BT.
no.
BT broadbanding.
And it was, we can offer you, no, you got to put your bank details in.
Oh.
No, one more time. Sorry, we didn't get that.
Oh.
No, one more time. Then she's screaming down the yard, fucking crying her eyes out.
Oh.
We've been scammed. I'm like, oh, that's karma for you, you cunt.
You ever watch these like scam baiters on YouTube?
Oh, Chief
being
fucking
scammed
loves
worries
them.
me.
What's the bloke with the
So much.
blue hair?
I can't. Oh, Ninja?
No.
No? I don't know, but I watch this, like, they like wind them the fuck up, don't they?
Yeah.
He's like, you know, they ask you to go to the fucking shop and buy a £500 like Google
Amazon gift card or something.
Google fucking gift card or some bollocks. Then you got to read out the code to them. And they claim the money, and they act like that. They're like blokes in their 30s or whatever, and they act like old people. They got voice changers. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't understand.
That's the same person.
I don't know what I'm doing. And then they enter the code themselves and reclaim it to their own account. The people on the other end of the phone are going, Mum, you are crazy! What are you doing? Please stop this, Mum! No! I fucking
The thing is, I'm
There
still waiting
is-
to hear back from a Nigerian prince that I lent some money to a few years back. I said he was desperate and I'd won something.
he said he had loads of gold and shit.
Yeah, I know.
I
Weird.
had a African queen telling me she wanted to marry me, and she would offer me $1.5 Ugandan dollars or something like that.
Mate, if there's a fucking Caribbean queen out there, I'm taking it on Billy Ocean style. Caribbean queen!
But yeah, like those
We are
scam
sharing
baiters are
the same dream.
fucking incredible.
10 hours I spent on the phone with them. They just spend 10 hours
Yeah.
on the phone just fucking them off.
The main US bloke, I can't remember his fucking name. Sorry, Chief. But he set up a call center.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
To,
yeah, he was in that with like...
Wop, 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 wop,
Yeah.
flip reverse it.
Yeah, but Pleasant Green and a few others were in on it as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, it was good. Fucking. Anyway, enough about fucking scam baiting and shit and off topic.
Yeah, that was it.
Absolute madness.
That was it. We got out to Germany, and then Jordan sort of realised that because there was no structure, there was no PTIs, like physical training instructors. So it turns out that it was quite a lot easier to sit on your ass, drink loads of beer, fuck whores, and eat loads of pizza.
The dream.
Like
the
honestly,
dream.
there's I think it was everyone who was based out in Fallingbos will remember this. Triple D's Pizza, I think it was. You could get a party pizza. Like you could get it delivered to your room.
Fuck.
What?
Yeah, like the bloke would come on camp. He knew where your room was, what block.
And they
you
let
were
him in
or-
that?
Yeah.
He got a pass.
Like, it's the same out as in Bathurst as well over in Canada. What is it? Is Suffield Pizza? There's gonna be people screaming at me now. Cactus Pizza. That was the fucker.
Cactus pizzas.
Yeah, fucked us.
It's a prickly boy.
Yeah, Cactus was like they would deliver out to your room in Canada as well. In fact, there was a bloke who used to have, I think he had one leg or something like that. He used to come around and, who's ordered the meat special? Yeah, that be us lot, Shag. Get it here. Yeah, so I discovered when I was out.
I find that fucking mad in itself. Like Shagnut's got like base clearance to
Yeah.
deliver pizza.
It wouldn't happen in the UK, mind. Like,
No,
but over in Canada and over in Germany, I don't know whether it was like everywhere over in Germany. It had that sort
the
of service.
same
but-
clearance. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously the mate would come on, and because I was only out there for I think it was either the last 8 or 10 weeks. Then we moved back to Germany. As I was putting on weight and doing no fizz, I got an injury. So I got shin splints.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And it got like to the point where I was medically downgraded when I was in the army. I was not your 6'2", good looking, built like a brick shit house fucking soldier. I was the fucking big fat knacker that worked in the fucking stores. Now, when you are fucking large in the army, you can kind of see people's point. Like, I get it, but I'm a fucking person, not just a fat cunt.
I'm still doing a good fucking job of what I'm doing.
Well, I wouldn't say I was doing a good job, but I was a person.
I was trying.
Yeah. But no, like I say, my skills lied in different aspects. Like, I remember my lads, like when I last worked on tanks, because believe it or not, as a tank soldier, I never went out and did a proper exercise on a tank. Like, I'd been to Canada loads of times, but I'd never been out there as a tank show. I'd always been support staff. So like SQMS, I've done battle group, I've done OPFOR, I've done safety staff. Safety staff is just second to none. It is absolutely fucking brilliant. Like, I remember I worked in 3 group, which looked after all the infantry, so all the armored warriors. And I had my instructor was a infantry sergeant, fucking Welsh bloke. I can't remember his name, but he was fucking sound. As a like vehicle commander, he was brilliant. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing tonight? We've got the tomorrow." "Well, I'm gonna go down fucking town and see how much I can fucking pull." But this is the bloke who fucking he was telling me the story is when he was out in Canada. I think it was out in Canada. I was out in somewhere. He pulled these 2 fucking lezers by walking up to them and like, "Oh my God, I'm really sorry, ladies, but I'm actually gay." Like, all my mates like really take the piss out of me for it. "Do you mind if I hang out with you?"
You
"Yeah, no, no
slippery
problem,
little
you
snake. You slippery little snake.
yeah, that was it. And yeah, so obviously going back to obviously Canada and that, and just generally being in the army, basically, I got fucking big. I got shin splints. Now, I was saying during the break, like, I generally believe that I have. There's a diagnosis, not a diagnostics, waiting there. Like, I have either got Asperger's or autism or something. Now, you probably get people that have been diagnosed and shit listening, going, "You fucking cunt." I know I have, because like my mate Shah, her son Lewis is autistic. Now, there's different levels of autism.
Yeah,
Like,
completely.
I told you guys about my mate during the break, my mate Rick. Sounds like a bit of a Billy bullshitter when I first met him, and now everything he has ever said to me, yeah, he can do. Like, his mechanics, he's diagnosed things by just sitting in my car going, "It's this," and I've taken to it to my mate Greasy, and he's got, "No, it's this." Like, most of my mates are mechanically minded. I can do mechanicking, but I've got no real interest in it.
Yeah.
Like, I am the sort
Me
of
too, mate. Me too.
You silly cunt. Yeah, like I say, I'm one of these people that if my hobbies and passions, if I'm really into something, I'm really fucking into something. Like, obsessive. Like,
Bit like Reg.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Like I say,
I'm exactly the
If
same.
I'm in, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Like, if I'm buying a coffee machine, I'm wanking away fucking 2 weeks' wages on a cunt.
I see the pictures of that. I'm like, it's fucking tiny for 900 quid.
Everyone says this. Everyone says
Yeah,
it. It's incredible what it can do in that tiny box.
I'm not saying it's not incredible. Like, I am fully. As soon as you said that, I'm going to get a 900 quid coffee machine, I was like, "You flash cunt."
I like fancy shit.
yeah.
Sue me.
Yeah.
No, I am fully.
Range
If
Rovers,
you can
coffee
fucking
machines.
afford it, fucking buy it. Like, I've got a mate, a real close friend of mine that if she wasn't a real close friend of mine, I'd have fallen out of her over it. Like, I was saying, my dream car is a Range Rover.
Oh.
Yeah, I know everyone's wanging about it. They are just.
This is why I need
no,
my
I know
tiny
what
little
you're gonna say. I
violin.
know what you're gonna fucking say because I had that done to me.
It was
I
that.
think-
Oh, why do you want this? I went because I fucking can. Like, I used to want sort of semi-practicality. I was like, oh, I'll settle for the TDV8. Now, someone on my site's just bought one. It's gorgeous. It is black. They've had all the windows fucking tinted, and it looks the
It's a
fucking
legal spec, of course.
yeah. It looks the shit, like, in my eyes. And I'm like, do you know what? I moved onto my site at the beginning of lockdown with fuck all, like nothing. I've spent 200 quid on my first caravan. I mean, it was a steal. It was a deal. It was literally
Steal of the
set of
fucking century.
century. It was, I think it was a as far as I can research, I believe they stopped making them in 1987.
Fuck me.
I was born in 88, mind. The cunt's fucking older than I am, but
Let's go.
there was not a single bit of damp inside it, nothing. But it was literally, I don't describe it, people. So imagine living in your car.
Yeah.
It was that sort of
Just
space.
a bit taller.
Yeah. And I worked my arse off, saved up. I was a little bit of debt. I wasn't in massive amounts of debt or nothing, but I paid all my debts off and stuff when I got working again. I got what I thought at the time was a dream job, working for a company over in Glastonbury with green and yellow lorries.
Say no more.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I'm not in for slating off other people that you've worked for and stuff, and I never will, because they were real nice people to work for. They were decent. They pushed you like fuck. But I got a job with them. It paid well. And within a year, I think it was, I bought the caravan that I've got in now. It's not brand spanking new. It's a 2004 LMC. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what caravans are, if you know a little bit, it's like a hobby, but fucking nicer. Like, hobbies are the ones that all the fucking travellers have and stuff like that. I've got an LMC. They are the full...
I'm going to pull a picture of one up now because I
Yeah.
actually don't know what it looks like.
Right, it's got a cream seat.
Oh,
see-
fuck me, Drive.
Yeah,
Oh my fucking God. That sort of thing.
yeah, full Jippo spec,
Holy,
mate.
she's
I live
what's
in
that?
an older
Like-
version than that. That is
Yeah.
what I want.
18, 24 foot?
It's 36 foot, including the hitch.
Oh, Jesus.
It's 30,
36.
36 with the hitch, 32 from, obviously without that back. And it has got,
Mass end, like.
I mean, there's living in a fucking caravan and there's living in a caravan.
Holy fuck.
Like-
that is Dorset Steam Fair spec. All the fuck. Well, it is, isn't it? I mean, fucking hell. I call a spade a spade. I've seen they
Do
before.
you want your
They-
driveway tarmac in there, mister?
Yeah,
I'll
that's.
cut your trees down.
I mean, like I say, call them as I see him, and that's where I see him. All right.
Oh, mate, you know the ones. You see one of them getting
She got
towed
no
by the transit tipper. It's like,
She got no front window, like.
yeah, no, well, mine's one of the older ones, so it doesn't have the window at the front. That's where the bedroom is. Yeah.
But
Do you
that-
know what it is? Exactly that shape,
But longer.
but fucking longer. Yeah. She's a honey.
Fucking hell, that is.
Yeah, and I
when you
bought-
said I live in a trailer, I was like, yeah, I've done that before. I wasn't
Not-
bowling
not
out
quite
like
that
that.
spec.
No,
Fucking
like I
hell.
say, there is. Like I said, until I moved into my caravan, I was full Jeremy Clarkson about them. Fucking, they're just wobble boxes. They're owned by cunts. What the fuck would you want to do? Now,
Jesus.
I'm not advocating those cunts that hold up me and mine on a fucking Friday. The Bailey Brigade, I call them. Oh, look, there's a fucking Bailey Centre, Bailey Unicorn, Bailey Pageant. Obviously, Bailey's a mate. These are all just different. The Bailey Brigade, they're the cunts that fucking hold you up on
Have
the
you-
M5 and the 303 in the summer.
Have you ever played the anal game with caravans? Sorry to interrupt.
No.
So like if
Yeah.
you ever see a fucking caravan and the name of it, like the Bailey, what did you say, Bailey?
Bailey Pegasus, let's take that one.
Or like the Bailey pageant,
Yeah.
right? Whenever you see a caravan, put the word anal in front of it, the anal pageant. It's the best game.
The anal unicorn.
Best game, the anal explorer. The anal roamer. It never
Anal
ends.
roamer.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. The anal caravan game, play it. It is just-
mate.
if you want to just sit there on the road and have a laugh with yourself, it's fucking incredible. Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, my neighbour's got one of the old Roman ones. They're proper Jippo spec as well. Dry caravans with a fucking chandelier in the cunt.
That's it. Fucking.
Honest to fucking God, mate.
I've taught my wife how to spot them. I say, see that deep windows, Jippo spec. That is deep windows, floor to ceiling, like them. There you go. That's a, see that?
Transit
Ah,
tipper.
those ones.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Being towed by one of them.
Fucking hell! I'm just looking at the size of. I didn't realize they made a fucking Toro caravan that big because my parents used to live in a static that was 40 foot long, and that's 36.
Well,
That's
yeah.
insane.
Well, my mate Jace has just bought like American style caravan.
Oh, with a
It's-
pop outsides.
Yeah, with the sliders on it. It's that's 42 foot long. I'm like,
But that's a fifth wheel.
Yeah, I was
though.
going to say, is that on the
no,
fifth wheel?
it's not a fifth wheel.
How is that allowed on the fucking road? It's not really, is it?
It's probably not.
probably-
No, it's probably not. But
But yours
it
is
doesn't,
allegedly.
it doesn't get towed. Like, I don't take mine the fuck about. Like, mine is. I look at caravans now as something different. I look at them as a home.
Yeah.
that I now look at, because I always loved living in vehicles. Like when I was in the army, when I was in the tank regiment, obviously most of the boys would sleep in the tanks. I was a big fat knacker, as we've said, and I was medically downgraded. So I went into like the stores and SQMS, like doing the SQMS stores and then MT and stuff. Still had vehicles to drive. Like when I was in MT, I could drive anything from a brand new Corsa for a hire car or up to one of the USTs, the unit support tankers that would deliver fuel.
Yeah.
Well, funny story about that. Actually, me and a few mates got accused of nicking 7,000 litres of red diesel.
Why the fuck are you going to put 7,000 litres of red diesel?
What? Not
Well,
in
they-
your pockets.
Yeah, exactly. They believe that we managed to drive this truck into Westmore's, which is down in Dorset, is where all the army gets its fuel from. Even out on tour and out in Canada, all the accounting goes through Westmore's. It's
What?
ordered from the. It's a big fucking place.
Depot,
They
like.
got some big
Yeah,
ass fucking tanks in there.
From what I mean, I've only been there haven't I? They basically accused us of rocking up with a UST empty, so army fuel tanker, going in there and well, mate, you just square away 7,000 litres of red for you. Oh no, don't worry about accounting for it. Just square it away. So the thought of it, is ridiculous.
As if they would. As if they would.
It's like
Yeah,
us
yeah.
popping down the Tesco shags. You just fill it up.
Yeah, don't worry about the fucking
Yeah,
ticket.
don't
Like,
worry about
Yeah, that's it. And
not happening.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if it happened, brilliant, but it fucking didn't, which really frustrated me. Like me and 3 of my mates,
But did you actually take the fuel?
legit, no.
No, all right.
Like, honestly, yeah. There's no allegedly about this because it is all allegedly because it didn't fucking happen, which is really annoying because
How do you lose 7,000 litres of fuel? Useless cunt.
well, this is it. They accuse us
Somebody's-
of being able to.
Yeah, well,
like-
somebody of them cunts hadn't accounted for it. That's what it is, isn't it? I
Yeah,
expect.
exactly. So they accused us. I mean, like, it ruined mine and 3 of my mates. Not if it didn't ruin our lives. Like, it was nothing terrible. But we got our phones taken off us, our laptops taken
Full
off us.
Where they went
investigation.
through everything. Like,
Fucking had to go through our fucking laptops. And I know my
wow,
mate
that
fucking
history
Danny.
must have been.
Oh, I know my mate fucking Danny. Sorry, Danny. Yeah, my mate, my best fucking mate Danny, who I've got some fucking stories about. Yeah, he was going through his fucking room. Now he had under his box, he had some fucking like I think he had some allegedly had some like mini flares and stuff. I had some in my room as well, like leftover little handheld flares that you'd put on and
You pull the thing
yeah,
and they
you
go.
know, yeah, you know the fucker.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know on his fucking laptop he had some fucking dodgy shit. We've been sat in his room watching fucking what is it? Prolapse anal fucking
Oh,
porn shit like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, animal fucking porn. But not getting
That
off on
strong
it by
Dutch
the way,
shit.
people.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's all we can fucking find. Oh, shit, some animals getting fucked there. That's hilarious. So I know he had all sorts of shit on his fucking laptop. Fucking
X-rated
sex
National
toys under the
Geographic.
fucking bed. Nothing. He kept all that. Like, they didn't take any of that. I was like, you fucking wankers.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, when we were, I remember we got locked up in Bulford Nick for it whilst they were interviewing us.
Oh, fuck. So you were
What?
actually like detained?
Yeah. Like they came
Yeah.
round to my room, and because I was duty driver as well, or I was working in the evening. I was basically in bed in the morning when they sent the military coppers round to arrest us. And like my phone was going off from like loads of boys in my troop, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, I'm on day off, mate." There's
Who the
Fucking door.
fuck's
Who
this
the
at this
fuck's that?
time?
Trooper Catley, open your fucking door. It's the military police.
Oh.
What? There's me being fucking not dragged out of bed and nothing. but
Marched
it was-
out.
Yeah, it was marched out. And like it was full. I don't think I had handcuffs on, but yeah, we all got locked up and taken to Bulford Nick. And it turned out that my mate Danny was in the cell next to me. I didn't know this, so we were tapping at the wall. I was like, I wish I knew Morse code because you communicate.
Yeah, I was going to say Morse
That was
code.
it, yeah, like the
Dot, dot, dot.
yeah,
Dash,
like
dash,
the
dash. Dot,
full
dot,
screen
dot.
guard sort of opened the door, and I was like, "Oh, matey next door wants to know, can he have a cigarette next time you go out?" Of course we fucking can. So when we were getting interviewed by the RMPs, it was, "Do you know so and so?" And I never say people's names. I always use their job descriptions when I was talking to those cunts, but I knew it was a bit of an unfair thing because we were allowed civvy lawyers to come in and represent. She goes, my advice to you is say nothing. I went, cool. I did the opposite of that. I took my fucking ass off. But I was a bit, this is a bit unfair. It's like, this is Corporal
Dribble Dick.
Yeah, Corporal Dribble Dick. This is also Corporal Dribble Dick, his wife. I'm like, brilliant. So I'm going to get interviewed by a couple, am I?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's fucking fair. If I'd have known what I know now and had the attitude on me now, I would have sat there with my feet up on the desk.
No comment.
and gone,
No comment.
No fucking comment. Fucking, your mum's a bit of a lie, isn't she? Yeah, you're going to go home and shag your fucking dog later, you fucking dude. I'd have been a fucking prick to him, but I was, oh, yes, sir, no, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, 3 rags on.
Yeah, didn't know any of that, but they weren't asked. Oh, so how'd you know Danny? Oh, no, thank fuck I didn't say it. I went, oh, we're thick as thieves, we are. Not what you want to say when you're getting accused of nicking 7,000 litres of red diesel.
Thick as
Yeah. I was like, you know when the words are on the edge of your tongue? You're
Yeah.
like, no, go off that one back, drive.
Oh, me and Danny the Diesel Bandit. Yeah.
Yeah, Shag.
Yeah, we're B-Wing for life, baby.
Does she know Dirty Diesel as well, or no?
Me and the Red Baron. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, going back to obviously me, I swear to God there's some sort of underlying diagnosis there. Is I have a real hard time, and I've only been to the doctor since I left the army once, and it was to talk about it's the first time I realised that I do suffer from like depression and stuff like that. And I was driving down the fucking way, and I actually had the balls to go to the doctor and say I need to talk about something, but that is as far as I went for one appointment because I have a real hard time going to doctors, especially as male doctors, because there was this fucking bloke in the army who was the doctor in charge of my regiment, bloke called John Clark. This one I don't mind naming and shaming because he was a prick. As a doctor, like, if you're ill, you're at your most vulnerable, aren't you, realistically?
Mhm.
You're only there
You're
for
asking-
a fucking
yeah,
single reason.
You're asking
Yeah.
a stranger for help.
Yeah,
and that's
this
a
is
vulnerable position
And
to
now
be
to
in.
have that fucking stranger square up to you.
What?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the bloke was a bit of an hard bastard, but he gave it the big licks. I'm an ex-Royal Marine.
That's cool, mate, but you're still a fucking doctor, so...
He wasn't. He was a Royal Marine reservist, so basically like, in the TA.
Yeah.
And he only became a doctor because his mate bet him that he wouldn't.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So real love of the game. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
this is
took
it,
his,
like-
he took the
proper waste of time.
Hippocratic oath
Yeah,
very
this
seriously.
is it. Now, when you've got someone like that, you know, with a fucking 10 years your senior, built like a brick shit house, fucking skinhead, a scary looking cunt.
Intimidated.
Telling you you're fucking worthless, like screaming at you in your face. I'm very supposed to a doctor, like the chief, not the chief, like the head of the medical center, or sorry, it might have been another doctor, came in and went, "Okay, can you keep it down, please? The other patients can hear." Like he was going to fucking drop my ass because I don't know what it was, because he didn't like the sight of me. Because again, like most people, and I do get it. You look at a fat person, especially in the army, that you're a big fat fucking knacker. I do get it. Like, I remember this other time, there's a pair of cunts called the Real fucking Brothers. And I'd never had real dealings with them before, but I remember it was one of the blokes leaving dudes. In fact, it was the night I won a 1999 Mini with 30,000 miles on it. I won it for a tenner.
What?
Yeah, the it was owned by an old fool shrew called Marge, who they bought it brand new back in, I think, 1999 and had 30,000 miles on it because he was a pisshead. Like, he was never sober enough
No, he
to
just
drive
didn't
it. Like,
want to drive it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the point that I was like, oh, I get a classic Mini. I get them now. But they're also quite awful because they've got horrible steering position. But to chuck around a corner, like I said, I get it and I appreciated the car. Yes, it was that night, and I was outside one of the blokes' rooms, and
He just skims over the fact he won a car.
Yeah, I know. We'll let that one go.
I did win a car for, well, they
A
thought.
tenner.
Yeah, people thought I paid a tenner for a ticket. Turns out Jordan actually did. And
Just won a car.
so, cheers, so thank you, Carlos Marjoram. Cheers for the free Mini. I'll pay that fucking tenner back at some point. And yeah, so there's these bloke, I think it was Jay Real. Never really had dealings with the bloke before. I'd been in the army with him for years. He was part of Recce Troop. Now, Recce Troop think they are fucking something special. Because we're not part of the, well, they are part of the regiment, but we do reconnaissance.
We're there before anyone else.
Yeah, bore if you fucking want to be SAS cunts. And yeah, this bloke, Jay Real, so just started giving me loads of shit. And I was like, all right, whatever. Yeah, this fucking pair of cunts, the Real brothers.
Is that what they called themselves?
Their surnames were Rehill, yeah. It wasn't like a cool nickname for him or anything. Yeah, this bloke was about 6 foot odd. He's like, you've never been on tour. This is what fucking happened. He was getting really, really, and you know when someone's like wants to fight you and is any excuse.
Yeah.
And I was outside in like tiny little fucking corridor on my fucking own. Now, I think we're outside a bloke called Dean Hodder's room. Now, if we're outside my mate Greg's room, it wouldn't have been a fucking problem because I'd just knocked on the fucking door and gone, help. But I didn't have that option. And to the point where he was like full on squaring out, and his brother came out with this, God, never we've seen you in the cookhouse. You're just there eating fucking chips and like they were gonna kick the fucking shit out of me. Like
what, for no other reason?
Just because I was, they didn't like me because I was a big fat fucking lazy knacker.
Oh, is it because they felt like, oh, we're like
with this, with that.
You should be this, and you're a soldier. And I get it, and I respect it.
Well, yeah,
just because you are a larger person in the army doesn't mean that you're A, shit at your fucking job, and B, not just in the army, like in general, like not all keys fit all locks. Not everyone's the fucking same. Like you might have a particular skill set that is not the same as someone else. Now, just because you don't like,
obviously they're top cunts.
Yeah, fit in with those. That was like, just because you don't fit in with that doesn't mean that you can't use someone else's skills like somewhere else. Like it turns out, I know I've done loads of fucking damage. And there'll be people that are listening to this podcast now going, I've got quite a bad rep in the haulage industry. Well, I haven't.
Allegedly.
It depends who you talk to. Like some of my older employees.
You've rounded a few corners off. Like.
Yeah, like I said, I've told people to sit their jobs up their arse. I've also left companies in the best way possible. Like, I'm not going to say I've been there and done that, but every bit of advice I can give someone is because I've done it the wrong way. I've tried to do it the easy way. I've tried to take shortcuts and I've learned not to do it these ways. But yeah, we'll finish off with the Rehill Bellends first. So yeah, going back to them, like they were going to full on fill me in, and the only bloke that came out of his room to help me was a short, fat little Scottish fool called Mac McCartney, who actually taught me how super glue was invented. I was like, you fucking dull cunt when I first met him. Yeah. Yeah, so Mac McCartney like came out, and like I said, the short little Scottish dude was the only one who was like, you fucking leave him alone.
You dirty bastards.
Yeah, I worked with a bloke. Real, like I say, he was a bit of a boring fucker. Like he told me how super glue was invented when I first met him. I was like,
but that's interesting.
Was it in Nam or was it Second World War?
It was something. It was basically, I think it was invented to
stitch people back together.
Stitch people up.
I've had me eyebrows stuck back together.
I've had my head super glued. Yeah.
That's it. When I cracked my sister's head open, she was.
Where's my money, Kim?
She was glued back together with super glue.
Where's my money, Brad? Where's my money?
Family, how is Consuela?
No, Mr. Superman, no here. No, Joel, no.
Sorry, carry on your story. I'm getting distracted. We've got a few
so
drinks.
thankfully he came out and like didn't like save me. I was basically told him to fuck off. And like every time I saw him and shit like that afterwards, they would just fucking stare me out. And I remember there was this fucking cunt PTI called Gaz Till. I was like, he's called him cunt. As a PTI, as a physical training instructor, he was good. Like every regiment has like their own core PTI instructor. Like regimental PTI instructors, and then you normally have a staff sergeant who's in charge of the regiments from the PTI corps. And obviously, you know, I was a tank regimental infantry. His job was a physical training instructor, and he got posted to our regiment. And I remember the first time we're all in the gym. I was in Nero's HQ squadron. Now, bearing in mind you had guys that have been on the biff for years. When you're on the biff, you generally do admin roles. Unlike, I got a real close friend who was in the Royal Marines. And I went, well, what happens with like your injured lads? Then he goes, do they do like, admin jobs and stuff? He's like, no, they go to such and such company and they're not allowed back into your normal role until you're fixed. I'm like, fuck, if the army did that, that would have been fucking brilliant. So yeah, like I say, I was medically downgraded, stuck in doing admin roles and stuff like that. And when you are in, like I say, these admin roles, you are looked at differently. Now, I know lads that have come from like Sabre squadrons. When I was an MT, worked with both of them, Krabby and Woody. Fucking shout out, you pair of legends. They were of the opinion of, how fucking difficult is it to get a fucking coach to take the squadron on so-and-so at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday? Turns out, well, they found out, fucking difficult. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, going back to obviously having vision that we had Gaz Till posted in, and he'd done this thing called Fitness and Attitude Training Camp, or Fat Camp as it actually was. Hilarious name. Me.
Fitness attitude training. So literally fat.
It was Fat Camp. Yeah. It was this other bloke called Mark Bannister, who was one of my RSMs, and this bloke Mark Bannister was I'll always remember as soon as he got the RSM's pay stick in his hand, right, you cunts listening, I've been waiting for fucking years to say this, I'm the RSM now. Like, didn't agree with women being in the army, like very...
proper, like, fucking
old
30
school,
spec.
Yeah, you know the fucking one. And yeah, he went down on this fat camp with us and that, and being sent on it was humiliating enough, but it wasn't like a fat camp you see on TV. They actually sort of tried to help us, and before we went to breakfast, and we had to get up and go, like, I don't know, 5:45 in the morning, go for a walk and stuff like that. It was designed not to humiliate people, to help people. And at the end of it, we did a duathlon, so it was just running and it wasn't running, it was bike riding and swimming. I lost the most weight out of everyone over there. I was running down there for like just over a week, I think it was.
Oh, so not hideously long.
Yeah, it was back in Bovington as well, which is where we do our phase 2 training. That was cool. And yeah, we did a duathlon, so it was cycling and running, and I smashed it. I came second out of everyone that was there. And it was really good, but the whole, like I say, the whole idea of it was, it was there to help us, but at the same time, it was not, if you know what I mean. It was...
It's part of it's shame, I think, isn't it? Part of it is to like be like, you're having to go on this camp because you're not fit enough to be in the army. Is to, in a way, sort of put something in your fucking head that give you a bit of a complex in a way.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, my body issues are second to none. Like I say, I'm probably sitting in, I haven't weighed myself in years. I'm probably sitting in, I reckon, around maybe 14.5 stone. I've put on a bit of weight recently, or I consider a bit of weight, because the past couple of weeks since I've been back earning money and doing tramping, I've been living off fucking pizzas and takeaways.
Living the fucking dream,
shit.
Okay.
Like, it might only be a couple of kilos or whatever, but to me, it's noticeable. Like, I've been sat there this week and it feels like I've had one of those bum bags around my stomach.
Yeah.
And it just makes me feel uncomfortable. I can listen to myself going, it's because I've been caning the fucking bags and I'm having a good time of it. But I know now, because I've been really big before, I won't do it again.
Yeah,
it took me...
There's a fine line between, being conscious of your own health and your own weight, and there's obsessive.
But when I was at my biggest, like, I don't think I ever hit it, but I was touching near 20 stone. Now, obviously for people that can't see me, which is most people listening, apart from Reg and Marlon, I'm not even 6 foot. I'm about, 5'8" on a good day. So me being 20 stone and not a single bit of it was muscle isn't great, but it takes... It took me years to put on.
I can't picture you 20 stone. It's really weird. Usually, most
I will get my phone out later on. Like, you scroll back for the early inches on my Instagram. and it is me. This is why
let's have a before and after for the Instagram. We'll do that after this.
Yeah, for real, definitely. Like, there's still weight that I would sort of like to lose, but also at the same time, I've been this same build now for years. I'm happy with it. Like, I've accepted the fact that, like, honestly, if I really wanted a fucking 6-pack, I'd have a 6-pack.
Yeah.
But I don't. And the only reason that in my head, that I feel that I need or want a 6-pack is I got a lot of like, some of my best friends are women, but no, I hang out with a lot of them. Like, my real close pals are mainly women. Like, I've got a real tight. They're not friends. They're family. At the end of the day, we're a family.
Yeah,
We're
I
all,
know what you're saying.
like, none of
Proper
us.
Bridal corner spec.
Yeah, none of us are really from. Well, some people are from Somerset. Like, my best mate, fucking Danny, with a surname.
It's all right. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, my best mate Danny. Like I said, we are thick as thieves. But yeah,
You did still like 7,000 litres of red diesel. So
it was allegedly, and like I said, annoyingly, if it had happened, I'd have been happy with it. But yeah, but he's been a cunt to me in the past. Like, my mate Danny, you cannot best him. He fucking hates it. And he has been a real cunt to me in the past, to the point where it's like, people have asked, why are you friends? I'm like, I don't know. We just are. Like, he's one of those friends. Like, he's been a cunt to me in the past, but yet at the start of the pandemic, he put me up.
yeah, I
helped
know
me out.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah, he has helped me out. Like, he would give the skin off his back if I needed it,
Yeah.
and has done in the past. And it's one of those. Like, he's not officially asked me, but I'm going to be best man with another mate of mine at his wedding. Like, and he was the typical squaddy, sort of confident as fuck, bit arrogant, but yet, like, he offered. Well, he didn't offer. He was going to fucking kick me out of his house and beat the shit out of me right at the start of the pandemic, when everyone was going a bit fucking mental and didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, no one
Because
had a fucking idea.
because I gave a mate a lift to Langport, a lift to Yeovil to get a hire car. And it was that, you shouldn't be in contact with anyone, and this. And the reason that he did it was because he's a family man now. Like, he is full dad spec.
Oh,
And seeing someone that, I don't know, it's sort of like you idolize, I guess, but as this big, roughy, tufty, hard nut side. Like, he's been on tour so many times, not just with my regiment. He's
scared by a virus.
It was like that. Yeah, believe it or not, he's obviously really, really big in health and safety. Like, when we were all saying,
Oh, not they fucking orange fucking tabard wearing cunt.
no, any cunt can do a NEBOSH course. He's like their bosses times 10. Like,
Oh,
he
he's proper.
but he's like as passionate as I am about my job. He's as passionate at
You
his
should
job.
have,
Now,
honestly, earlier, you should have seen the boss up the ladder. So we've got like the router is up in the roof, and the boss lent the must be 12-foot ladder
Yeah.
up against a worktop, which was jammed up against the side of the building
Fuck's sake.
with the rubber feet on, nothing supporting at the top. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just resetting the router."
Fuck me. Was
ballsy
there
cunt,
hazard?
ballsy cunt.
Was there anything footing it? The ladder.
No,
He
no,
just he was
rubber
just like,
feet on the ladder. That's it.
Fucking hell.
I kind of looked up and I was like,
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm all.
Am
For,
I seeing shit now?
I am all for flouting the HSE. Like, fuck the HSE. I'll get up and in a fucking fucking lift with no cage, no fucking nothing. I'll be up in a bucket. But
Good man, good man.
But when
I
it
need-
comes to like ladders and shit,
Ladders
fuck me.
fall over for a
Nah, man.
pass.
If I'm putting a roof on something, give me a fucking net. Like, no, I ain't fuck around with that.
As
shit.
soon as I clocked on to what he was doing, I was like, "There's
Ask no questions.
you're balancing in the middle of that ladder. There's no on the foot of it, and I just jumped on the foot."
I know nothing.
Well, my mate, see, we both left the army in 2013. So for as long as I've been driving trucks, he's been in health and safety. He was telling me he used to earn some fucking good money, like sick fucking money. But yeah, he's told me that basically you got to look at health and safety as this. Yes, it's a pain in the cunt. Like I heard Phil on the last episode going about, he pulls for, I think it was for
DSV.
DSV.
but it's a job he went to, I don't know where it was. They basically made him split the trailer, chock his wheels.
Oh, and ASOS swear.
Yeah, that was it. Now I've had something similar. Do you know what? I think it might have been a DSV site in Milton Keynes where they, funnily enough, I'm sure it was.
Madness.
Honestly,
Absolute madness.
these lunatics, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was, you had to disconnect your red airline. So obviously that puts the parking brake on your trailer.
Yeah.
Put a lock on it. They'd have the key, but then, so you'd give them your keys anyway, which is generally bog standard practice. Now, most 99% of places you go, you back on a bay, it's like, do you want the keys or not? If they say no, it's quite a shock.
Really?
Because funny enough, some people don't know the difference between red and green. Cyclists are fucking bad for it. Now, before we go on a rant about cyclists, I actually own a bike, but I'm not one of these cunts that rocks up on fucking Lycra. I've got an off-road bike. I've got a thank you. I've got a fucking mountain bike for a reason because it will go off-road. Now, I do drive a truck and I ride a bike. Not that often, but when I do, I am that. Not trying to fucking big myself up. The only reason I do it is because I drive a truck. I will move the fuck over. Like if I'm on a road, I don't give a fuck how knackered I am. I will push on to get a couple. I won't wave people past because
there's their decision.
They can't see.
It's their decision whether they go or not. It's not for you to say.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that.
Yeah, like I say, if I will move over now. I've heard people going on about, I hear it all the fucking time. I'm going held up by this cyclist. Now, what you've got to fucking realise is when you're fucking sat there with your nice fucking air-conditioned fucking seat on, giving it the big fucking, I'm being held up this cunt. You are putting in fuck all physical effort. Absolutely none, apart from with a little bit of your right foot. That cyclist that is holding you up, yes, it's frustrating.
He's going like fuck to get up there.
But they might be literally cycling along a snail's pace, but you don't know how far they've cycled. They could have cycled 20 fucking miles.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, it's bloody frustrating, as we know, but chill your fucking boots, mate. Like, again, you're putting in no effort. Your engine's doing all the fucking work. So why didn't you stop being such a twat?
I bet they got it on cruise.
Yeah, that's it. Not only that, like I say, been there, done that, got held up by the cyclist. It's part and parcel of the job, but I'll tell you now, from the other side, when you've got a fucking truck going past you, even if that truck's made eye contact with you and all that good shit, he knows you're there, it's fucking terrifying. It really fucking is. But yeah, also, if you are one of these fucking cunts that goes out on their fucking bike, don't...
In the groups as well.
Don't
like
do your
three
fucking...
abreast.
I understand you got to do exercise. Don't fucking do it on the fucking A39 at fucking 8:30 in the morning when every cunt's trying to get to work.
Yeah.
Don't do it at fucking 4:30 in the afternoon every cunt's trying to go home. You are just being a prick. I respect the fact that you're retired or whatever, or you're not working that, then you've got to do your exercise. Do it at the fucking
There's a reason.
times, mate.
Sling it around the B roads for fuck's sake.
There's a reason I have a mountain bike. To get out of the way of every other single cunt wanting to use the road.
Yeah, that's it. Plus,
I call them
my bike can go off road for a fucking reason, because it's safer.
I call them road fleas.
Well, probably not the trails I do, but
So going back to what you were saying about fat camp and shit, or physical. What was it?
Physical.
No, fucking. I can't remember what you called it. What the acronym was.
Yeah, it was fat. It's fitness and attitude camp. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we got put on that, and I lost a little bit of weight, and I'm the sort of person that doesn't like different things for the sakes of it. Like I like heavy metal. Not everyone does. That's quite unpopular. Like I am basically one massive unpopular opinion.
That's right, mate.
And because of that, you get shit. It happens. I respect that. But going back, like you say, the fat camp and that, I bossed that. But I've had it down before. I remember when I was in squadron in like the last, what they call a fighting squadron. So in tank regiment, you got your fighting squadrons, recce troop, and then HQ squadrons. Before I went to like HQ squadron, I was in a fighting squadron. They had all just come back on tour together, so they are boys with bonded. Now I got told
Thick
from
as thieves.
now I got told from phase 1 training, you are going to be in this squadron. It was the one that my dad was in. Pretty much it was squared away. Now, when that didn't happen, that I think was the point I sort of like lost real interest in the army. Like if I was as passionate a soldier as I was a trucker, fuck me, I'd be the RSM unquestionable. Like I don't doubt myself. It's that self confidence and self
Belief.
belief that people got to like. There's this woman on our camp. People call me the camp bicycle. They call me a bit of a slapper. I went, so fucking own it then.
Yeah, just fucking you.
Like,
You do you, boo.
Yeah. Like,
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
like the 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie Hall said, there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Now, a lot of people probably don't agree with this, but it's something I agree with him is arrogance is thinking you're fucking better than people at something.
Confidence
Is fucking knowing it.
Yeah.
I've done damages. I've written fucking trucks off. I've passed out behind the wheel driving a truck. In fact, I had a bit of a funny moment when I was first into Chris Bradshaw's episode. I was back before I was having to wait like a muggle one a week. I was fucking
Muggle mind.
I was smashing.
Oi, there's no Harry Potter shit going on there.
Wingardium Levy, shut the fuck up. No, like I said, I was smashing out the podcast. I didn't realise that it was the Friday that Chris Bradshaw's episode came out. Apologies. Chris Bradford's, not Bradshaw. Chris Bradshaw was a bloke I was in the fucking army with. There we go. That's why I'm getting any fucking confused. Chris's episode. And I had a fucking moment then. I am squeamish when it comes to blood and stuff like that. Like, I can watch the most gory shit as well, but when I think that it could happen to me, like I go fan. When he was talking about his fucking cancer and all that and all his balls, I was like, fucking hell, not again. Like that was it.
Mama,
The
no.
fight started draining. I went, no, got to turn that fucker off because I have written a truck off before. The stuff is because I passed out because I heard Eddie Hall talking about a little bit of blood when he pulled the 500 kilo deadlift. Obviously, don't know if you don't heard of the bloke. Eddie Hall was.
I'm glad you were not around earlier in the week when I cut the tip of my finger off.
Ooh.
Do you know, as weird as it is, I think I'd be all right. Like watching it. If it happened to me, like I broke my knee on a trampoline. Yeah, I went to air hop, which can go fuck itself with
Not a good
fucking-
idea.
with a shitty stick. I was in there. Funny enough, I lasted 6 minutes. 6 minutes into air hop, and Jordan was fucking.
The deal, shag.
Yeah, the thing is, I wasn't taken to hospital in an ambulance. I was taken to hospital in my fucking car because I had decided to drive that night.
Nice.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
else had had a skinful,
No, we didn't. No, we hadn't had a skinful. We were sober.
but you were driving.
Yeah, and I was
Never drive. Never.
yeah,
That's a slogan for your life, right?
Never drive.
yeah. So,
Right.
like I said, we lasted 6 minutes, and it was on the. If anyone's been to air hop in Bristol, it can go fuck itself again. But you walk in, and you've got as soon as you walk in, you've got the dodgeball area, then like the basketball area set up. So it's like a single length trampoline sort of thing with like a basketball hoop on the end of it. And I've got too many friends called Dan, but another friend of mine called Dan was trying to do a slam dunk, and the instructor had told him, don't slam dunk it. Now, I'd heard him say that. And when
Not taking it on board.
and when I was just about to do a slam dunk, I remember matey's voice coming into my head going, don't slam dunk. So I focused on that and not my landing.
Oh,
There's a fuse back. I was probably about 16, 17 stone at the time. I screamed when my kneecap
Did you
went from the front to the side of my knee.
Did you just buckle?
It fully buckled, like landed on my right knee and everything. I
Fuck.
did 2 full ruptures, 2 partial ruptures to the ACL. I mean, it was fucked. I was hobbling around. But that's what really started my weight loss. Is, I'm a stubborn cunt full of pride, and I don't like asking for help. Like, if I ask for help, I really fucking need it. And as my parents said to me, do you want us to order you some food? And I went, do you know what? Yeah, there's no way of me getting it. Yeah, can you order me some food, please? What do you want? I went, order me this, this, and this. And they did it for about 6 weeks or so, order me food, because that was when I first went to the job centre, and turns out that it's actually quite difficult just to sign on and do nothing.
Yeah, they don't make it easy.
On the fucking, do they fuck? Like, if you can work the benefit system.
I take me fucking out.
Yeah, I mean, you're a scumbag, but good for you.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I've tried.
I don't know. I set
twice.
on fire.
Like, I've only been unemployed twice in my life. One of them was I took this summer off. That was through choice, which was brilliant. I thought I was going to have a fucking whale of a time. I thought, I'm going to go just do balls out, do loads of exercise, cut back on this and
I
that.
thought you were going to say ecstasy then.
I didn't. I just basically spent the whole summer after, like, I didn't work from after Glastonbury Festival till about halfway through August, and you just
wank yourself to death in the fucking caravan. Yeah.
So I fucking sit and think about this. Fuck. Now this is some fucking potent weed, and when you realise 2 months have gone past, you're like, fuck, I'm out of money here, mate. I best go back to fucking work. So that's how I got my current job and sort of sorted my life out again after that, and became a proper grown up.
2 months, mate.
Oh, fuck me, yeah. I'm gonna go.
But you had the best time.
I fucking wish I could take 2 months off work. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of people do, but my advice to anyone that wants to do that, fucking budget your money.
Yeah, if you can, do it. Yeah, save some money.
Don't buy a kilogram of weed.
Yeah, don't do that. I wish I could afford a kilogram of fucking weed. That'd be amazing.
I don't even know what the fucking...
A kilogram of weed would cost you thousands. Like, the average ounce, if you were to...
What's an ounce in real money? Because we're not in, like, 1971
an ounce of weed,
anymore.
if you were to sell it in 10 deals, you could make... It would cost you... Or you'd sell it and you'd make... It would cost 280 quid.
Ounce is about 30 grams.
Is that it?
So, no, it's 20...
How much you say an ounce is?
28 grams an ounce.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
fucking hell,
that's,
you that's exactly right.
Most, if you want to buy an ounce, it'll cost you anywhere from, depends who you know, from 180 to 210 quid.
Oh, to be fair, the price of weed has not really changed that much then.
It's generally averages about
that's what I used to know
a gram for a tenner. It depends where
I
you
wouldn't
go.
advise it. You get stuck in front of a fucking plant pot.
Yeah. Glastonbury. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, my advice to anyone that wants to start smoking, because it is a massive part of my life. Now, I don't just smoke
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I've got a mate of mine who
allegedly
can turn it into honey. So I don't just, I have a...
Oh, so you didn't just smoke it, you spread
can eat
it.
as well. Yeah, like, now my friend Honey Monster has had...
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
I've heard it all now.
Yeah, my mate Honey Monster, like, he's fucking clever. Like, I've said to him in the past, like,
can we have weed peanut butter?
You can have weed fucking anything, mate.
You
honestly.
can.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I get stuck in front of all sorts of obstacles.
I bet you fucking did it wrong. I bet you went on the piss first. You'd fucking guts a load of booze. Now, that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, you don't want
You know me, mate. You know me. I've always drank first.
I watched... No, it's where you're fucking going wrong. I watched a program on... They took a load of normal people, a load of people that never tried weed before from all walks of life out to, I think, Amsterdam to try it legally. And they had these 2 fucking ex-coppers on there. And as soon as I saw it, I went, those cunts are going to have a bad experience. Do you know why? They both had a fucking glass of red wine first. Never start fucking drinking and then think it's a fucking good idea to have a spliff. Because you will whitey. If you've never done it before, you will have a bad experience and it will put you off. Like, I'm not trying to advocate. It's not for everyone. Everyone's got their fucking vices. Like,
yeah, don't smoke.
I do love a wake and bake. But no, seriously, it's part of who I am. But my friend was a honey monster, who I am really fucking causing you guys some red head. Sorry.
That's done me right in.
But yeah, no, honey monster. He's not just one of these fucking idiots that puts a stupid amount of THC into fucking gummies. Like, he sat there and done his fucking research and development and stuff. Like, he is smart as fucking shit. Like, he's got cancer patients that have messaged him saying, I used to be on
This, that, and
this
the other.
amount of pills,
Yeah.
and because of you, I'm not saying it's the best, but here's a fun fact for you. Do you want to know where 70% of the world's medical marijuana comes from?
Yeah, from a pharmaceutical company.
In the UK. From
Does
the UK,
it?
yeah, from the UK, yeah, 100%. That's a fact for you, but yeah, it's still illegal. But
But we didn't grow anything, do we?
70% of the, like I said, 70% of the world's
Yeah.
medical marijuana comes from the UK.
Yeah, it's a don't. I
And
can't.
It's,
I-
weird
I'm not
as
getting
fuck.
into it now because that is a rabbit hole. But
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Like I say, I'm not going to try and say it to everyone. It's something that I may or may not enjoy on my time off, because it's one of those things, especially as a truck driver. Oh, I fucking had 4 or 5 fucking pints last night and fucking got in the truck and drove. Well, good for you, mate. You'll get a fucking hand job for that. You tell your boss, I've had a fucking spliff last night to fucking take the edge off and fucking send me a slip. Right, you're sacked. It's one of them.
it's
It's difficult to sort of talk about because I love it, but yeah, it's in a professional, like, it does. Like, if you've had too much to smoke the night before, but you do get like a weed hangover. Like, I will not take it to fucking work with me before anyone starts thinking that I'm fucking hell, that's Catman. I'm going to tell his fucking boss and grass you up. I fucking told him that I used to fucking smoke it because I'm honest. And B, it's one of them, like I said.
Everyone's got their fucking vices, as you said. Like,
Yeah. Like, I've been there. I've done the fucking, I've not done hard drugs. I'm not going to go into a lanky episode, I think. But I've,
obviously love shagging.
I've tried cocaine. He, in my opinion, what a tune, made it sound like it was a real good thing. It's not, because at some point, even if you start using it recreationally, it becomes a habit. Now, I was fucking borderline becoming an addict with that fucking horrible shit. And it takes a part of your soul.
Yeah.
Like, it's like everything. Like, I know if I've been smoking a bit too much, because I'm a bit paranoid and a bit fucking weird and stuff. So it's like, bring that fucking shit in. But there's certain stuff that, I remember I've tried ketamine once. I tried it at Glassman a few years back. Never again. Everyone's got their own opinions, but for me personally, it was dirty and it was horrible and it made me want to fucking fight people. And I just remember seeing this massive fucking 6'2" black fucking beacon of hope coming through the crowd. And I was like, Boz, yours, one of my mates fucking Boz. And I went, Boz, come here. And grabbed him. I was like, I'm fucking taking this ketamine. It's horrible. And he went, oh shit.
I need someone to save me.
Pretty much, yeah. And we ended up it was a Thursday night when Glastonbury, was it the first up, like one of the acts start and stuff like that. And I just remember it was up the South Beach corner and I was fucking fight everyone.
Yeah, that's not the right place to be.
No,
dangerous.
but then I just randomly found this random tent that was playing this metal band on stage.
Oh, I was going to go Harry Krishna there.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
And got it out of my fucking system. Head banged my fucking head off to the point where it nearly fell off. Like, to the point where I remember the photographers were taking pictures of the artist and they sort of looked at me, look at the artist, because I was trying to rip the fucking fence down. I was giving it the big fucking yeah, you, like, getting it, okay, unleashing my soul to the world. And, yeah, so I got that shit off, and it was the best night ever. Lost my sunglasses and that bit, but I really needed it. And so, like I said, the photographers were taking pictures of me, taking pictures of the band, and they were like, fuck me, this guy's going hardcore. Let's get some pictures of him. No idea what the band was called. No idea in what tent it was in. But yeah, like I said, that's the bad part of ketamine. It was horrible. But having, like I say, my mate come through the crowd and that helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You fit the boogie.
Got a couple of shout outs.
All right. Right. Rog.
Shout out, Hugh Stickley, Laura Sales, our others, Rach Morrow, our Dukes, Michael, and Sam Zill.
Fucking legends. Thank you very much for ordering fucking some awesome hoodies, merchandise, hats, all the fucking good shit. Get your fucking hoodies, merchandising and shit, whatever the fuck we're selling at the moment. I don't know. This is coming out in about fucking 6 weeks' time. We'll see how we get. www.inthedoghousepodcast.co.uk. Shout out
No.
to
.uk.
Oh, sorry. Fuck me. Yeah. .uk.
.co.uk was not available. I tried to buy it, not available.
I don't know who has it. If you have it, please sell it to us. We'll name your price. We'll fucking buy it. Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Remember, Bar Crawl, 11th of Feb.
Get it in the fucking diary. Do it now, because every time we've done a bar crawl, they've been like, "Oh, I didn't fucking know." Oh, we've literally done it at a time when everyone can come. All the fucking the plants or whatever the fucking them cunts put in the ground. That's all done. You're in a quiet season. Come on, you angry bastards.
They've turned the combines off. They're
Yeah.
ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
So hit me up
All the shit's in the fucking shed.
at Doghouse Marlon Instagram if you need a room.
Yeah, we do a fucking
we
deal. We can
have
sort-
nearly booked out 3 fucking hotels.
There are
at the minute.
limited spaces left. If you want, because we have we've got an incredible deal with the local fucking places. We'll be able to get you a really cheap room that are usually like fucking 70 quid a room, and we'll be able to fucking square it up for next to fuck all. So hit up Marlon, we'll square it up. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you then.
Remember the wish list? We've got the wish list.
Buy Marlon a bin. That'd be great.
Buy me a microphone.
Fuck off.
Not a microphone, a fucking violin. Sorry. Buy me a violin.
Fuck's
So
sake.
whenever Reg starts moaning, I can play my tiny little violin.
Shut up. Right, Jordan, thank you ever so much for joining us this evening, my brother.
Really
You are
appreciate
more
it,
than
mate.
welcome. It'd be nice if I talked about half the shit that I've actually written down that I wanted to talk about, but hey, maybe next time.
That's always next time, man.
Cheers,
Right.
my brothers. Thank you so much. Like, I just want to give a couple of shout outs myself. First of all, I know every fucker that does it that comes over, but first of all is to you guys. Second one is to like all the real regular guests you had, especially Kudos Keith. Like, the reason I've been talking to him, like he's messaging me on Instagram, and it all started because he randomly saw me in my truck like 2 weeks ago. But everyone who said this, like, I messaged Tom Carver after the episode that I heard of him, Titch, and Gilo when they real went in depth, like the mental health episode they were on. And I tell you, I sent Titch a mission. Anyone that's listening, they will get back to you. And if you are feeling dog shit, like even like my inbox will always be open. These guys are, and it is. If anyone's not done it that feels like you want to do it, reach the fuck out to these guys. Just not just Reg and Marlon, Gilo, fucking Ed from the Sunners, all the fucking regulars that are on here.
As
They
we
are
fucking
generally
said.
sound as fuck blokes, like, and women. It is a community that you guys have built here. You should be so
I prefer the
fucking
term
proud
cult.
of yourself. Well, it's a lovely cult that we've
It's a
got
lovely
here.
cult, yeah.
But yeah,
We
honestly,
can't say cult too much.
reach out, because I was just a random bloke that listened to one of the episodes and they went, "Oh, if there's anyone you want to hear and fucking talk about." I met these two lunatics up at Truck Show before Reg had fucking passed out and went to bed.
Yes,
Tapped
yes.
out. Hey, yeah, take me out for dinner, baby.
And now I'm here and I've just waffled shit at people for what feels like 2 minutes.
2.5 hours, mate.
I mean, there we go then. Yeah, they will get back to you, and the sky's the limit. Like, don't let people.
Don't
But
suffer
you know,
in
like,
fucking
I've been through
silence
some
if you
fucking shit. I'm not going to be one of these 11 or Reef blokes that's, "Oh, I've been there and done it," but I have. Like, I can generally give you advice on most things of what not to do because I've tried it the hard way. And if you are feeling really fucking low or really shitty, people are going to want the voices in your head. That's called your inner monologue. Always listen to the fucking positive one. Even if it is really quiet at the start, it will get louder because of all the shit that I've gone through in my life. I'm still real fucking positive because I'm thankful for what I've got around me. Like, I don't owe no one no money. I don't owe any like that shit. I've got my fucking mates that are like my family, and
And you got one of the biggest caravans in the Mendip.
I do have one of the biggest caravans in the Mendip. Actually, I wish that was true. I don't, but yeah, it's nice. Thank you guys for having me on. And
No,
No,
thanks
thanks
for-
for coming on, mate.
Thanks for coming down, mate. We appreciate you making the effort.
not a problem. My pleasure.
And
Right.
just on that, the side note there, remember there is Trugger Talks on Instagram, which is set up by one of our good friends, Jord.
Yeah, shout out to George. Appreciate that, man.
And then we got on Facebook, we got mental health in HGV drivers.
Right. That's it. Right. Thanks for listening, everyone. You've been great. 5 stars, all that good shit. I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been really horny.
Right. We'll catch you later. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you, bye.
I'm a scat man.